I muted the wrong thing. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Tales of Agius, episode 5. This is going to be the last episode of
Ever.
2024. Thank you for all the wonderful support you guys have given the show so far. We absolutely love and adore every single one of you for being here. The show will absolutely be continuing in 2025. We're very excited. This may also be the final episode of this first arc, depending how things go today. We shall see. Maybe the adventurers will head off, leaving Amarcrest behind. Or maybe today's episode will end in a TPK. Who knows? I'm not worried about that. They're level 3, guys. They're level 3, and I give them heavy crossbows. I'm concerned. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Balancing at low levels is difficult. Anyway, so last session, the party reconvened in the morning after all the strange dreams that were had. Bishop sent a message to Astra, and Astra came out to meet them in the barn, where they had a wonderful moment where Bishop saw Astra's wings for the first time. And they had a very wonderful, very wholesome moment. It was, in fact, very fruity. It's great. It's very, very good. The rest of the party reconvened, but not before. Veldren waited until the early morning hours to see if it's not Lilia, it's the other one. My brain. Names. You know what? This is why you don't make too many NPCs, guys. This is why you're like, you know what?
Lilia.
I'll give my party a bunch of wonderful NPCs. Then you forget their names. You know,
It is Lilia.
It is Lilia. Yes, I was like, it's like one of them is Lilia, and then the other one is fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Did I pull up my notes before this? I did not. I'm so smart. Give me a second to do that. I'm always prepared, everyone. I'm always prepared. Always, all the time. Professional. Protessional Stremmer. Yes. Yes. Veldren waited for Lilia to see what would happen in the morning, and sure enough, she seemed perfectly fine. No signs of the eerie noises and crying and such that happened the night before. Lilia putting it down to sleepwalking. Veldren, perhaps knowing a little bit more about this, offered help to Lilia, who was very taken aback by that. Veldren and Sybil then spent the morning cleaning the abbey to pay for the supplies that Veldren had received, which went quite well. And then Tessa surprised the two of them with a new supply of the same ingredients, which she insisted that Veldren take, as they had shown the town and them. Both all members of their family have been shown great kindness by the two of them. So, then the group reconvened, and Bishop had some explaining to do about the events of the night before. Explaining that some figures in masks approached him, and some also made their way into the tavern. Upon realizing that they had gone into the tavern, Sybil immediately took off in the direction to make sure if Ezra was okay, because based on what Bishop had told them, she put 2 and 2 together and thought that they were looking for magical beings for something, and thought that he might be in danger. Upon arriving at the tavern, she pleaded with the owner, Hazel, to tell her where Ezra was and if they were okay. Hazel at first tried to play dumb and act as if she didn't know anything, I am a little quiet, apparently. I'm going to fix that. Give me just a moment. My mic may have adjusted itself. It has not. I shouldn't be quiet. Maybe I'm being... Oh, that's too loud. I've adjusted myself a little bit. Sorry, I pressed the thing and it just whooped up to like 95%. Apologies. I've adjusted myself a little bit, so I should be a little bit louder now. There we go. But yes, Hazel at first playing into this, trying to play off that she didn't really know anything, but Aridia, seeing through this, decided to start counting, which Hazel decided was a good opportunity to not find out what would happen when Aridia got to 3. No one truly knows. Aridia's just too scary. I don't think even Aridia knows what happens when she gets to 3. I think she's too afraid herself of it. But Hazel confirmed that she didn't really know, but was still complicit in what had happened, and said that Ezra had been taken by some other townsfolk. At this time, a ally in asterisk of the party, Sel, appeared at the top of the stairs and directed the party to the room that the two of them had been staying in, where unfortunately they found the body of Axel the Dragonborn, who had been hit with some sort of mace that had come, or a hammer even, that had come from the blacksmiths. Upon realizing that this was a blacksmith's hammer, the group made their way to the blacksmiths to question their friend. Again, asterisk. You have to use... There's a lot of asterisks in this town. They went to go and question Noah as to perhaps his involvement in this. The party very quickly realizing, oh no, this man couldn't hurt a fly. He's just the littlest, sweetest bean and has clearly been set up. As he was very devastated that one of his great tools had been used in such a horrendous act. The group then split off as Veldren went to do some scouting in the amongst some of the houses, and was able to find a basement that he was able to pick the lock of. Meanwhile, the rest of the group went and found the wonderful Kenku Sparkle, thinking that perhaps he might have heard some things, and he certainly had. Many voices were spoken back, their own, Ezra's, perhaps some other voices that some other people recognized and were surprised that that Sparkle had heard. But you were able to come to the same conclusion of the same basement, and once again you're able to reconvene, make your way down into this somewhat derelict room, littered with kind of broken tools and weapons and such. And upon doing some exploring, found a secret door hidden behind a revolving set of... it was a why am I forgetting the word? Shelf. Why did I forget the word for shelves? A shelving unit that was able to move to one side, revealing a secret passageway. And that is where we pick up today. I'm a little scatterbrained. I apologize, everyone. But the rest of you are stood in front of this gaping hole in the wall that seems to lead downwards. It has been chiseled out over time. You do see dusty footprints leading down. It looks like there are signs of a struggle of some kind, but they do head downward. What would the group of you like to do?
Great question. How big is the gaping hole?
What a question. It's a small tunnelway. It is no bigger than maybe like 5 feet. You would have to go single file down this.
It's a small hole.
Sorry, Lissa.
Okay,
It's a small hole.
So we could all fit in the gaping hole, just not side by side.
It's not super gaping because it's small.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. You would have to go single file down this. You would need a marching order for sure.
I might maybe take the lead.
I think the rogue needs to take the lead in case there's traps.
I was supposed to say, do you want me to go first in case trap?
Yeah.
I'm good at trap, but I'm good at hide.
I'll go right behind you then.
Yes, you go right behind me.
Get wrecked.
I got some HP.
I'll go last so I can have the most distance from whatever we might fight.
No. Bishop is gonna make sure Astra and Sybil are in front of him, and Bishop will be last because they are the squishiest. So they need a buffer.
So you're putting the squishy people in front of you so that we get hit first.
We're easier to aim at.
Yeah, well, that, and would you like to be behind in case they come from behind? In case they come from behind, you're the first to get got.
Absolutely.
I'll go first.
Like it.
And I'll try to stealth as much as I can going down
I'll
the
remind
tunnel.
you all that so long as you are within, is it within a certain radius, or are you cast it on certain people for pass without a trace, Astra?
It's certain rate.
Huh?
Is
It's
it
a 30-foot
pass without a
radius.
trace? 30-foot radius. So as long as you all stay within 30 feet of Astra, you will have a plus 10 to any stealth rolls. You all want to make your way down?
Mhm.
Okay. As you're kind of planning this and kind of putting out your marching order, Cell will kind of speak up and go, I will keep watch and make sure we don't have any unwanted guests.
You know what? Sybil's in the back. Or, not Sybil. Cell. Cell is in the back.
Alright,
No,
she's
still
still here.
staying.
Yeah, I think Cell is staying in the
Can I
room to
be-
make sure no one comes through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
she's saying that. She's basically saying that she will stay out here and basically keep watch, keep guard, make sure that no reinforcements come down the stairs.
Inside.
It's gonna be petty and be like, can I be at the friends that Cell isn't isn't benefiting from pass without trace? But if she's up there, she doesn't get it anyways.
Can I insight check on Cell for that?
I like
Sure. Yeah, absolutely you can.
She's been shifty, and I was like,
Okay. So you're trying to read if she's lying to you about this, or if she has some
she's
ulterior
like,
motive?
oh, I'm just gonna watch and make sure no reinforcements come by and take you guys from behind.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
17.
You can roll. Yeah. 17 on insight.
Yes.
You get that she's from the 17. You would say that she's usually pretty hard to read. As that seems to be her best thing. One of her main qualities is keeping her thoughts and feelings to herself, but she seems like she's being honest from what you can tell. She seems to generally be like, yes, I will stay here. I will make sure. She's been following this path this whole time with you to kind of uncover what's been happening, and now she's kind of going, oh, it would be good to have someone stay behind to guard just in case. So she seems to be being genuine from what you can tell.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna look at Astra and Sybil. I think I should be behind the two of you just in case anything gets past Cell.
Oh, nothing will, darling. And if it does, well, I don't think the group of you would stand a chance. No offense.
Just in case.
What circle can you cast?
Take your precautions. Wouldn't you like to know? My license is for the second circle, of course. Nothing more?
Lie.
Veldren, Veldren does not believe that for a second because she mentioned raising zombies the other day,
Mhm.
just 10
I will
minutes
also-
before.
Veldren, can you make me just an intelligence check real quick?
Can it be Arcana?
Yes.
Perfect, wonderful.
You already got me opening my
Um,
notes, B.
That's gonna be a 15.
With the 15, yeah, you would remember when she says the second circle, you would know, because you've researched
Mm-hmm.
magical spells and stuff a lot. you would know that something that was strange, the illusion that she had in the tavern, the voice came from her. You know that the spell Minor Image is a spell that can be cast, but it makes exactly 0 sound. And I believe, this is me trying to remember, I believe that's 2nd level?
Major Image is 3rd.
No, Minor Image.
Oh, it'd be Silent Image, which
Silent
is first
Image, yes.
It's 1st level.
Yes, you know that's a first.
Something I have.
You know that the voice was
actually.
coming from her, and you know because you know that spell quite well because you have it.
Yes.
But, you know that what she was doing was different there.
Yeah.
While she was still an illusion, a voice and sound was coming from her, and she seemed a bit more
than 3rd
real,
circle.
you
More
know.
than 3rd
And so
circle.
you get the impression. I mean, she's using her voice that is somewhat sarcastic, but she tells you that she has a license at the 2nd level.
Yeah, you might have a license of it. Might have a license of it, motherfucker.
I believe Astra's the only person that's seen that.
What?
Was it Astra, or was it Aridia? I believe one of you has seen her illusionary license. It was Aridia.
I saw her illusionary license in the first episode.
Right. Yes.
She told me exactly that it was illusion too.
So yeah.
All right.
With that, then, are the rest of you making your way down?
I'll take position at the forefront, trying to go quietly and looking for any kind of traps on our way down, in case they decided that the secret entrance wasn't enough.
Okay. I would like everyone to make stealth checks, please. As you are all staying
+10.
close to Astra, you get your +10 from Pass Without a Trace.
I'm so stealthy.
I'm seeing a lot of interesting faces from you all.
17.
17.
With the +10.
Yep. Okay. 17.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. Yeah. So, Veldren.
37.
37. Sybil.
28.
28. Aridia.
31.
Nice. Astra, you got 17. Bishop.
Fuck up, squad.
I got a natural 20 for a 35.
Let's go.
Yeah. The rest of you, you're making your way down.
Astra dice too.
Yeah. You guys are making your way down, and you kind of have this moment where you're almost just like, did Bishop piss off somewhere else? And then you have to turn, and then you kind of almost he's almost blending with the shadows. It's like, oh fuck. He's almost hidden from you guys, and you know that he's there. But yes, you guys make your way down, and Veldren, you are looking for traps, yes?
Yes, please.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
That is going to be an 18.
18. You make your way down. This is a kind of long, kind of steep hallway that's going sort of almost not quite 45 degree, but kind of maybe 30-degree angle going down, so it's relatively steep. There are sort of steps cut into the stone, but it is sloping. Sometimes you guys have to kind of actively kind of catch your balance and make sure that you don't slip over. But as you're making your way down, you do get maybe kind of almost 100 sort of meters kind of down, and you do find, or actually no, it'd probably be about 60 feet down. I can do distances. You do notice as you're kind of looking in the darkness, and you have dark vision as well.
Yes,
which means you don't have disadvantage. But yes, as you kind of make your kind of 60 feet down, you get a little closer and you look, and in the darkness, you do see both you notice with, what was it you said, 17?
18.
18. You notice with your 18, you look down and you do notice a thin wire going across kind of around ankle height. But you also look up and you notice one at about eye level as well.
Ooh.
In the same place.
Just
a double line.
Yeah. Let's kind of stop everyone. They have traps going down the hallway. Give me a minute. Just really quick.
I will
and
say, Veldren, now that they've been pointed out, you would be able to step through them without activating it if you were able to point it
Okay.
out to everyone. But if you would like to deactivate it, you can also do that if you would like to attempt to.
Do you want me to deactivate them, or do you want us to try to slip through them? If I don't deactivate them right now, it might not go off and alert them. However, we would have to get through it again on our way out.
I actually have an idea that if it is all right with you and the rest of the group, I'll pull out one of the pitons, the pythons, however you pronounce it, from my bag. Maybe I could like put this in the side of the wall as like a place marker, so we know where it's at. And
That might be a good idea.
And if we're being like followed or trying to run away, we could use this as a something to our advantage.
Can I look and see what it might trigger? Am I able to tell that, or do I just see
with your 18,
Mhm.
you can see that it is some sort of you think that perhaps the floor might move in some way. You look down and the stone seems a little different here. It looks like perhaps it might move under your feet.
Move in front of us or behind us?
You're currently standing on top of it. Put it that way. You look and you're like, oh, this stone. As you're kind of like, you step back a little bit as you kind of notice a kind of crack in the floor where you're like, oh, that's different.
I would kind of point out to everyone in case we do decide to trigger it later, just so we know. Dive forward.
Okay.
Let me know when to step because I can't see anything.
Sybil is very black.
Oh.
Sybil, just get on my back.
Okay, if you insist.
I'll piggyback Sybil.
All right.
We'll have to make sure to get some light whenever. Light. If they find us, we'll have to make sure to get some light.
Okay.
But I'll kind of slip through and kind of point out to everyone.
You're going to place a piton in the wall?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have the tools for that? Do you have I
have a hammer.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be like as softly as I can to like not make as much noise while also getting it in.
I would like to get like a bundle of cloth and kind of like dampen sound.
So you're tending to Veldren, you can assist the bishop in this. The bishop is trying to do it quietly, so it would make it a flat roll rather than disadvantage. Bishop, you can make me a stealth check flat. You do still get your +10 from Astra.
Oh, thank
you, Astra. 30. 15 plus 5 plus 10.
Very nice.
Go.
Yes. You all you have this moment where you kind of like you line it up and you go to tap and you have this horrible moment where it goes tink and you're like and you're deep underground in like a long like stone hallway. You're like, oh, that's gonna echo, but there's just nothing. There's no echo whatsoever. It's like you're in a sound booth. It's just literally like the tiniest just tink sound. There's no reverberation whatsoever. Try it again, same thing, and then you were able to kind of knock it into the wall, and you were able to make a marker kind of in the space in between where the trap is set up.
I'm also going to take... No.
Reminder of the marching order. So it was Veldren, Aridia,
Sybil,
Astra Bishop.
Astra Bishop, yeah.
Okay,
Astra Bishop.
so Veldren, you step through, no issue. You can see the wire. You step through. You are able to pass to the other side. Aridia, I believe you also have dark vision. Yes,
I do, and I'm
You do? Yeah.
carrying Sybil.
you're carrying Sybil. Okay, yeah, you're able to step through. You do have to kind of move a little bit slower.
It's fine.
Yeah, but with your what's your strength score?
18.
Oh yeah, okay. It's like
I'm
it's like that one clip from fuck was it? Is it Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Just the do I weigh
Yep.
anything to you? Like a
I was honestly looking for that GIF.
You have
Yeah,
three
that's it.
times
That's
my
literally what it
strength
is.
score.
There is no it is it's very very easy for you. You don't feel encumbered in any way. You're able to step through nice and easy. Yeah, you're able to take Sybil through. Sybil, you see nothing still. You just feel just a step, and then I'm assuming Aridia puts you down the other side of this wire.
Yeah, so we'll a little tap to be put down.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And then Astra, you have dark vision, correct?
Yes, as a human girl, she has dark vision.
Okay. Yeah. With your dark vision, you were able to. You would definitely. I mean, you put it this way. Your ball gown is touching the sides. You are gonna have to like lift it like a little bit, kind of like squish it in, bundle it to like step over without it touching
It's
anything.
not like a poofy ball gown. It's one of her more casual ball gowns. It's her practical day-to-day gown.
You are still gonna have to like pick it up a little bit to like step through, but you're able to
Yes.
do
Oh,
so.
Wait, no, I would say
Yeah.
Astra doesn't have to pick it up.
Oh my god.
Bishop's behind it, like carrying the train.
I don't. Does it have a train? I don't know if it has a
No!
train per se. I think it's just a long dress.
It's like a more
It's the
like,
casual
long
one.
dress.
It
It's
doesn't
not,
have.
like,
Yeah,
poofy.
I got you. We're on the same wavelength.
It is,
I
but Astra, you are underground, which means it is dark.
Yeah, so as we went underground, Astra's dress would have changed from like the cream color with the silver stars to like a slowly changed to like a dark blue color.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, just casually.
Mhm.
I can't see
You guys
it.
probably noticed that.
It's
I'm
like
looking at
As
Astra.
us humans can.
I'm looking at Astra, desperately wanting to ask more questions. Desperately.
But yeah, Astra, you're able to step through, nice and easy, and then Bishop. Yeah, Bishop, do you have dark vision?
Oh no.
Bishop
Oh
does
no, I don't
not
think
have
we
dark
want
vision.
to.
How do you not?
Bishop. You hear your friends move forward ahead of you. You were kind of doing that thing. You're like, yeah, I'll watch the back, and then realize, oh, it's very dark down here. And we're kind of like doing that thing where you were just like following the sound of Astra. You hear Astra step ahead of you, and then there is just pitch black in front of you. What are you doing?
Question for everybody:
Oh yes. Do you need light?
who can see?
Hello. Hi. Do not raise your hand, Aridia. Do not raise your hand.
Aridia, that's fucked up. That's
I'm
fucked
not
up.
seeing this.
And I'm gonna go in my
He's
bag
just
again and pull out a torch.
Interesting.
Bishop,
Is-
this is another thing for you as well. You used to be able to see in the dark.
Yeah,
Death. Does death stop the light? from
That's
coming
rough,
here?
buddy.
you can.
So Bishop, you're lighting a torch.
Wait.
I was gonna pull one out and be like, good idea, bad idea.
Bad idea. Let me
That's
do
what I
something
thought.
real quick. I will take my cloak off.
Mm-hmm. I remind
I
you,
think
you're at the
Jasper-
front of the marching order.
Oh, I am at the front. Yeah. No, I think Jasper had something that they wanted to say.
Yes.
However,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Jasper got
Uh-oh.
yeeted from the call. It's fine.
Uh-oh.
Y'all.
Okay.
It
oh,
disappeared.
hello. Hi,
Okay.
we can hear you, bestie.
Yeah.
Hello.
I don't
We can hear you.
know what just happened, but my stream's also not loading.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Well,
your
we can
internet
Oh,
still
wait,
hear
I'm
you.
back. I'm back. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
We're
hello.
good.
You had a
Well,
thing you wanted to do.
You had a thing you wanted to do?
It looked like your face was lighting up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I can cast light.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, cast it. I'll take like a piece of paper, crumple it up, hand it to Astra, and take off my coat, the green coat, bundle it up in this to kind of like make a beam of light. That way, it's not as noticeable, and just kind of shine it on the strings. We don't want too much light, as it might give away our position.
Okay, Astra will cast light on this thing and just cover it and do exactly what you said. Yep, and then pass it off to Bishop.
What does it look like, Astra, when you cast light? What kind of light is it?
I imagine that like the kind of light that Astra's spell would produce is kind of like glowy and like luminescent. It kind of like flickers a bit, like in a way that like starlight would. I gotta.
Yeah.
I figured it just looked like a
That's why I
moon.
asked. That's why I asked, bestie. That's why I asked. I knew. But yeah, Bishop, you can now see as there is kind of you're now holding this like bundle of cloak, and you can see the strands now that the light is shining. You can see kind of almost like reflecting off the thin sort of nylon wire. You can see
And
these kind of things, and you can see how you could step through.
It'll only last an hour.
in Infernal.
Which
Sounds good.
means
Oh, I'll message you.
Which
Bed?
means
Yeah, multiple
speak
people
Infernal?
here can speak Infernal, my guy.
You speak Infernal?
yes,
Too
I
late
do.
now. Too late now. Say it. You said it.
Oh,
You don't know that Veldren speaks Infernal.
No, I only thought that Bishop
Mhm.
also only thought that he's the only one that speaks Infernal.
Okay.
Bishop said, "Has anyone told you your eyes sparkle in the light?"
Veldren, you hear that?
I think Veldren kind of like
As-
just kind of murmurs.
Astra blushes, but like turns around.
Oh,
You turn around away from Bishop
Mm-hmm.
into looking at Veldren. Veldren makes eye contact with Astra.
just
So
look,
you just
look
know.
to Sybil and to Aridia. I just said thank you for the light. It's fine.
You know how to say
Yes.
thank you? You have
I
one
know how
sometimes.
to say thank you when it is deserving.
Yes, thank you. We should get
Please.
moving.
Let's
people
go.
people are in danger.
All right. You guys start making your way further down. You go maybe another 60 or so feet, and then you start to see light coming from the end of the tunnel, kind of a orangey torchlight of some kind as the cavern seems to open up somewhat. Are you continuing forward towards the light? Obviously being stealthy. Yeah, keep your previous stealth checks. You make your way down and you kind of step out, just kind of gingerly into this space, and you are on a sort of. It opens up into kind of a bigger kind of space. This room has been. You look and it's about maybe. Probably about 30 feet high and kind of 60 feet radius, a large stone room. You kind of poke your head kind of out around this space, and you are kind of about maybe sort of 10 or 15 kind of feet up as it kind of you are coming out at the side of basically a circle almost, or sphere even. And yeah, you hear some murmurs of voices. But Veldren, as you are kind of at the front, would you like to make me a perception check to see what you see in this room? As you're kind of trying to peek your way out.
Okay, perception. Okay. That's cacked.
Can Aridia
And-
get the help?
I'm taller. Can I just look over their head?
You're not. You're not.
No,
taller
you're
than me.
not. Are you? Am I?
It's true. Veldren's a
I'm
tall boy.
6'4". I think I'm like 6'4".
Veldren's lanky.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got no muscle.
Just scrawny. Just a scrawny little guy.
Well built like the
No,
Slender
fine.
Man.
I have like an inch
Yeah.
on me.
That's why I said Veldren was a Tumblr's next sexy man.
He really is. I hate it here. But 10.
A 10.
Yeah.
Okay. You, Veldren, you
Veldren
kind of
got
in
that.
this moment, you peek your head out. Sorry, it just started raining really heavily. Jesus.
Boogada boogada.
Sorry, that sound just distracted me. I was like, what the hell is that? It's alright. You poke your head out, kind of hoping to spot something, but you look out into this room, and with a 10, you see what looks to be a few sort of wooden tables and chairs. You see the source of a few torches around this room. You see what seems to be a few sort of metal cages of some kind. But before you can kind of look into them, your eyes flit over and you see several of these figures that Bishop described to you, these white masks similar to the half-burnt one you'd seen. You see two of them kind of conversing, and kind of just in that moment, one of them happens to kind of almost go to look in your direction, and you quickly kind of duck back, but that's all you're able to see. But yeah, that's what you see with your 10.
Seems to be set up in a circle. I couldn't see where any prisoners might have been being kept. I could
You
see
saw some metal
and
cages,
so-
but you didn't
Oh,
see
metal
if there was
cages,
anything in it.
Metal cages right over there. We might be able. If some of us cause a distraction, we might be able to get them out and run out.
I'm good at distractions.
Also, thank you, Abigail. I do have have an idea. It's very stupid.
Who?
Well, looks over to Aridia. We could do get help.
Hate you, Tom.
Well,
Need help.
no, we could, if I could change the color of your hair. They already were after me before. And if we make you look like not you, you could be bringing me in. Could say you're a part of the Crown Scout.
But why would I know to bring you here if I was a random?
Wait,
We
if-
are in a secret area.
But they said the Crown Scout were already coming for.
They meet them at the edge of the town. They don't.
Hmm.
I wouldn't think. No.
That's all right. That's fair. It was just an idea I had. Wanted to put it to the group.
What is get help?
Then I will just because it'd be funny. Oh wait, I think my vision just kicked in again. Oh, that's better.
What does that mean?
Thank you, Abigail.
You're muted.
You muted, bestie.
It means that reborns retain their dark vision based on their
Uh-huh.
previous
Yes, they
race.
do. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like
I
a
know
little
that.
thing in their thing.
Because
I was gonna say, I was like, oh man, that would suck that you lost that, but that does make sense. You're correct. Yes, because it's a lineage. Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you keep your traits of your previous race. I forgot about that. Thank you, Abigail. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Rules lawyer,
Our
attorney at
local
law.
I think our local reborn expert.
Well, you're living up to the nerd part of you.
Playing another fucking reborn.
Right. We could possibly. I should be able to pick the lock on the cages. So we could either the four of you make a distraction, someone come with me. I'm open for suggestions. I don't normally storm bases like this.
If you need someone to go with you, I can be. I can also
I
be
should
pretty
be
stealthy.
If that's where you think your skills might best lie, then go for it. Or we could all just try to sneak over.
Yeah.
Staying together, I know that Astra's magic is providing that little bit of a boost. I don't know how well we'll be able to avoid it. Or like the cages off to the side, or are they in like the center?
They were off to a side, at least the ones you saw.
Might
Again,
be
you were
able
10,
to.
so you didn't see much.
Yeah, you might be able to. Should we go for it? It's just right now.
If
You can always take another peek if you want.
Yeah.
There's just someone
Would
standing right there.
Would someone else like to take a peek? I don't have the
take a
best
look.
eyes.
I can.
Why do I
I'll
just
take a look.
picture like the Scooby-Doo, just everyone peeking their head around the door like that?
Yeah, can we all make perception checks?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
If you guys are moving out onto this like space, because you'd have to come out of the kind of out
I
of
am
the
Astra's
hallway, kind of
perceptive.
into the light. But you
I
do still have the
am-
+10 of stealth, so you guys are good currently. But yeah.
Astra's
Combat crown.
Okay.
Astra's an idiot.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh, I have inspiration. It's a
We all do.
D6?
Yes.
I have like 5 of them because I've got one each
Oh
episode.
yeah,
and I
start
haven't
using
used
them,
them yet.
Misty.
Huh. Oh. Okay, that's a lot better. I can't count. 19.
19. Okay.
23.
23. Was anyone else rolling, or was it just those two?
6.
Sybil, you see less than Veldren. Sybil, you do that thing where you
Don't
go to look
supply.
and you do, you know in Iron Man 3 when
17.
he's
I
like,
lied.
I'm gonna take a look, peeks up, looks back, and he's like, what do you see? I don't know, it's too fast. It's just that. It's just
I was
that.
trying to be so stealthy and so fast.
I thought I could see things quickly, but really I just saw nothing.
What'd you see?
Too fast.
Aridia, did you roll as well?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So all three of you then see pretty good. Sybil's the only one who's just like trying to be stealthy, just doesn't see anything. But the rest of you get a good look around the room. You see that this kind of little platform that you on has a little kind of stone stairwell kind of leading off to the right side that leads down. Standing at the bottom of said stairwell is another one of these guards, facing away from you currently, but he's carrying Bishop. You would see, almost giving him a moment, you would see this guy is carrying one of those large crossbows that you are unfortunately all too familiar with. And then around the room, you see kind of scattered around. You see the same two that Veldren saw, kind of having a conversation at the far end of the room. You see this guy at the bottom of the stairwell, and then you see a couple others. One is kind of stood over by the cages, and then there is another one kind of sat at one of the tables, sort of kind of taking a break, kind of drinking something. But yeah, and then the one over by the cages, you see the cages themselves. Most of them are empty. You do also see off in the wall, there is kind of a barred off area that seems to, the back of it, the back of the room seems to be a slant of some kind. But then it's just kind of a barred off area that doesn't seem to have a visible entrance that you can see. And then inside one of the cages, you do see the small form of Ezra, cloak kind of down, a little bit kind of tattered, kind of holding their knees, kind of not quite rocking, but is kind of just keeping to themselves, kind of very quietly. Looks pretty afraid. But yeah, you see this scene. You do see a few kind of like obstacles around the room, but the main obstacle at the moment is this guard at the bottom of the stairs with this crossbow.
I'm gonna tap Sybil. Just point in the direction of the cage. I see Ezra.
Yeah, you do see some boxes and crates and stuff around, some bags, some stuff like that. It looks like there are definitely remnants of other people that were down here. Items that perhaps were taken away from them. Belongings, weapons, tools, sorts of things kind of just scattered around off to one side. But yeah, there's definitely room to move through this room unseen if necessary.
Can I subtle spell detect magic just to make sure that Ezra's the only magic user in
Absolutely.
here? Okay. I'm going to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me make sure I spend that sorcery point. Here we go.
What are you at on your count currently? 4?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 4.
All right.
9. So we're 5.
9. You're good. So your counter goes up to 5.
What does that mean?
You know what it means. You've seen it happen before.
It means things can happen, but it changes.
Fun surprises.
Yeah.
That's a mystery musketeer for later.
One of the
Anyway,
big problems is I see
So-
quite. Sorry.
You subtle spell detect magic. So that does that require a roll, or does it just make it that it can't be detected? How does subtle spell work? Remind me.
It means that it can't be detected because I'm not using verbal or somatic components.
Right. Okay.
So-
Oh, okay. So it's effectively like you have Warcaster. Okay. Yeah. Sick. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. You very subtly kind of cast that spell, almost like thinking about the spell rather than doing it. It's almost like for you, Sybil, because it's probably the first time you're doing this. You almost like thinking like, oh, I could do this thing. Like I could. This is a spell that I could do, and then it just happens while you're thinking about it. You feel it takes a bit more of your energy to do, but you're like, oh fuck, it just happened. I didn't even have to do anything. But yeah, you cast that detect magic, and you Ezra kind of like pops up. There is a kind of magical aura coming from Ezra, and then you do see kind of in those scattered items off the one side, the swords, the weapons, the tools, the other various items that are kind of falling out of bags and stuff. Some of those do glow with magical auras as well. But that is the only magic you detect in this room, yeah.
I'm going to turn to the group and I'm going to say, okay, so one time I was able to change the way that I looked for a short amount of time.
No.
Ooh. That could be very useful.
Can you change how
really-
you sound?
Sure.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
Another thing.
Sybil, with that, I need you to remake our stealth check. There's a guy 10 feet down the stairs.
I was stage whispering in a deep voice. I can't actually whisper right now or my mic won't pick it
Fine.
up.
You don't actually have to roll.
Okay, I was like, it's bad.
Okay, you don't have to roll. It's fine.
Nevertheless,
+10.
One of the things is I saw a couple of guys with some very heavy hitting crossbows.
Why does my voice have to change as a guard? Are they all?
well, I
Is
didn't
it
know if
like
he
a
wanted to
deep
be the
voice?
god that was in front of us, and then
If
we don't know how he sounds and everything.
It's true.
Oh, we're not just walking in being like, We got another one.
Well, this is a
Astra
very
just-
small town, and they know each other very well.
Yeah, but
They all
didn't
seem
Astra
get
just
murked?
slowly.
You do not need to wear a crown into battle, Astra.
I don't think that's what Astra's planning on doing. I think Astra's planning.
Astra's gonna pull rank.
Do you have rank over these people?
I can try.
That's not what I asked. I asked, do you have rank over these people?
Rank
shit.
is not subjective.
They're already going after people with magic capabilities. We don't need you. What happens if they just decide?
There are magical people. There are magical people in charge of the kingdom. So therefore, we're not going after
I
all magical people. It's going
Guarantee
after-
that if word gets out that they hurt me, they will lose their heads.
Well, I mean, yes.
If you want to
would
go
be a
for
little
it,
late for Ezra,
if you want to
though.
go for it, then go for it. I will.
No.
That sounds like a great distraction.
Okay. Do you need a guard?
Yes. You're not doing this by yourself. If you really think you're doing this.
You four stay here in case it goes badly. I'm very stealthy.
But is Ezra?
You
I
don't know.
don't know. But Ezra can create magical monsters, so I have a feeling.
Not at will. Not at will. Also,
Be
Veldren,
careful.
just a heads up, there's magic stuff. There's magical items. There might be spell scrolls.
You see Veldren, like, head snap around to where you point. I'm like,
Jingle, 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 jingle,
We
jingle.
don't have time. We don't have time. We don't have time. Ezra,
We
Ezra
could-
takes priority.
No,
I'll
Ezra's
try and get
paranoid.
the one on the stairs to come up here. And at least take one off of the board before you go down.
Yes, we could knock him out and
Yeah,
make sure
Make
he's
it more permanent.
No,
That'd be definitely good.
They're people. They are.
they're
They're
close-minded
not good
people.
people. They're not good people, but they are still people.
They are doing horrible things.
I would like you all to remake your stealth check.
Yeah.
Things have been
So
a while.
fair.
You're having
So
this
fair.
conversation kind
So
of in the
fair.
open.
Natural 20 for a 39.
You still have your plus 10s. So yeah. All right. So 30 from Belgium.
39 from Veldren.
39 from Veldren. Veldren is just Belgium's not even in the room. Sybil.
Should I keep the one you made me roll a second ago or reroll?
I rolled a
The
natural
one
one
you
for
rolled.
14.
I think it'll be funny.
Okay,
Okay.
then that was 3 plus 15.
15. Aridia.
29.
29. Astra.
I rolled a natural one for 14.
Oh no. Bishop.
I lost my
Guess we're going with Astra's plan.
33.
33.
Mhm.
Okay.
like
Can I
like
please
shines
change
off of her crown.
Can I
With
please change
14.
it to a guard, please?
Give it, you, so you haven't been seen yet. I gotta roll something.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
Uh,
I told
Sybil,
you
what was your
Jangles
what was
is
your
my
roll
curse.
again?
15.
15. Astra, yours was a natural 1 for a 15.
14.
14. As you're having this conversation, the guard at the bottom of the stairs, who is only 10 feet from you,
Yeah. We really should have.
seems to kind of like straighten up. It's just and just turns around,
I think
looks
you're-
and just you see this kind of expressionless white mask looks up at you, Astra, and
Well-
you, Sybil.
Oh
They
no!
see both of you.
I think the three of
Um,
us saw heard the clanking of armor or whatever and dove to the
Yeah,
side.
we
Yes.
backed away from the top of the stairs, and those two were talking on the side by the stairs. We're like,
Yeah,
no,
it's
no.
just because of basically you kind of funneled out a little bit just so you could all talk in a circle. Those two just happened to be on the side where the stairs were.
Mhm.
And he turns, he kind of looks up towards you and levels the crossbow towards the two of you He's like,
Who are you and how did you get down here?
Go for it, Astra.
Go for it.
Astra,
I am
you,
the Fallen
did
Star.
you,
Astra, what are you doing?
Did you
Does
say that?
mean anything?
She
Does that
says
mean
it.
anything?
She
You
just.
say you're the full. So you say you're the Fallen Star,
yeah.
Astra. Okay.
Yep.
Watch him not
Does
know
that
who you
mean,
are.
does that mean
They're like,
anything
what the heck?
to those of us from Gloria?
Yeah.
So, hold on.
Yeah.
So, you say that. Those yes, people can make history checks for those who would like to.
Advantage because
For
I'm
Gloria?
from here.
Advantage because
Nope.
I'm old.
No.
Yeah, advantage because we're old.
I've been around
Flat
for a long
rolls.
time.
Flat rolls.
You said
20
history,
total.
right?
Disadvantage to Bishop? No, just kidding. Bishop's been
20.
dead.
If it's history, also 20.
Natural 20 for a 20.
Oh.
You said
So we got
history?
3 20s.
Wait.
One of them natural, the other two unnatural.
Dirty
And then
slut.
Bishop.
I haven't said mine yet.
Perfect.
I'm gonna use my last. knowledge roll.
I'm so Bishop.
Panicked besties.
I'm debating whether I let you just
been dead.
specifically for
You've been
you
dead.
because you haven't been around for a
Oh, that's fair.
while.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna say Bishop, you don't get to roll on this one. Sorry, Bestie.
No, that's fine. That's
We'll
fine.
see our
But with
reactions.
3 20s across the board. So for the 3 of you, Veldren,
Mhm.
you have a moment where you
Mhm.
hear the name and like there was something like in the back of your mind for the longest time. Like as soon as you heard Astra's name, there was like something weird about that. Is that like a common name or something? I swear I've heard this before. And then it clicks for you with the title of Fallen Star. That clicks something for you. Aridia, you have traveled around Gloria a lot. You have, even if it was briefly, been to the gate.
Yeah.
And so you know about its people and its customs and its leadership, shall we say. Sybil, given your background, you know this name because it has been mentioned a few times. Now, probably the title, maybe not the name, which is why you didn't pick up on it sooner, but the title of Fallen Star, you know a very important person who has a connection to that person, to the person with the title of the Fallen Star from the gate. The 3 of you would know that the Fallen Star is the adopted daughter of the leader of the religious societies of the gate, the Archangel Zariel.
Yo. Further question, DM.
Yes.
I'm guessing. Call me crazy. My organization doesn't have the best history with the religious society, correct?
That's up to you.
I mean, probably not. We're kind of at odds.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Like,
if you believe they wouldn't have, that's fair enough.
I mean, kind of just like goal oriented wise.
Yeah. You put it this way. You all from your 20s again would also come to the conclusion. You know that Gloria is a city or is a region led by many leaders. It is not a monarchy. Zariel is the closest this continent has to royalty, which basically makes Astra a princess. Or the closest thing to it.
The Pope's daughter.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well,
I think
to sum it
Aridia
all
kinda
up, yes, you are the Pope's daughter.
I think
well,
Aridia
yeah.
would-
I was just remembering backstory stuff.
Sybil's got her hands up still and trying not to look like really surprised by this.
However,
Is holding
you all
herself
have
illegally.
you all pick that up. You have Astra. Astra stands tall. You all see it now. You realize everything. The color changing dress, the magic, the everything. It all adds up and it makes sense now. And Astra, you stand tall looking down at this small man below you with the crossbow. He looks at you.
The what?
Called it.
He has no fucking clue who you are. With
These
his
are
six.
country bumpkins.
Wait, what does that mean? Anything?
Listen, lady, I don't know how you got down here, but you can't be here. How did you get down here? What are you doing here?
Oh, I gotta get back to my. Bye.
And I start to sneak, after a brief bit of surprise, start trying to sneak my way around the back.
Okay, make me, because this guy's on alert now, it would be stealth with disadvantage. But you do still get your plus 10 because you are currently in Astra's radius.
33.
33. Okay. That is enough. You are able to kind of start slipping away, kind of heading around the other side, kind of dropping down, and you start sneaking over.
Yeah, I will sign over to Aridia and Bishop of basically, I'm going to go unlock the cage. I'm going to try to get Ezra out, is what I'll say in sign language.
Astra, do you say anything to him?
Yeah,
as
she
he's
replies,
kind of just like, what? Sorry, there's a lot of things happening all at once.
In line to take over as High Priestess, daughter of Zariel.
Roll again.
Fucking click, bitch.
You say that, daughter of Zariel. You're being loud and proud about this, right? You're not. Okay.
Mm-mm.
You see around the room several other heads turn, and now everyone is looking at you. You are very noticeable, which by proxy sadly makes Sybil visible to everyone too. The two of you, Veldren, and your names. Aridia and Bishop, you two are still hidden, so you guys are good. You were able to back up a little bit. Veldren, you're kind of hiding, kind of have this distraction now. The distraction is happening.
You're welcome.
And you say that.
Fuck.
You say daughter of Zariel. That seems to elicit a reaction. He kind of just several of them kind of look at each other around the room, confused, and the one with the crossbow kind of lowers it a little bit and is like,
daughter, Zara, with the High Priestess Zara, what are you doing here? Your Highness, are you here for him?
Kind of seems to be confused. You can't tell his expression through the mask, but kind of looks over to...
Yeah. I'm here to gather your prisoners.
Prisoners? We only have the one, and then he
looks past and sees Sybil with you. I'm gonna need you to make a persuasion check at disadvantage because Sybil is with you and they have actively seen Sybil with Ezra.
You said disadvantage?
Yes.
19. I rolled a net 20 and a 15.
Oh. 19. Okay. they kind of just like look at you. Kind of like the crossbow like lowers a little more. And he's just like,
Evie, what do we do here? I don't.
He kind of just looks off to one of the others, and one of the other figures, the two that were talking, kind of steps forward, reaches up and takes off the mask that they were wearing, kind of hastily, kind of pulling it off their face. You see a young woman with kind of tufts of fur across her cheeks, and kind of like down her neck, kind of almost like feline-esque eyes, but also still kind of human at the same time. You would recognize this as a shifter. And she kind of looks to you, Astra, and is like, Your Highness, what I didn't realize you had a connection and an interest with this. I thought this was all going through the council. Are any of them with you, or are you here? Why did they send you?
Yes,
Thanks.
hi, I'm with the council. I'm Lady Holloway. How are you? I'm lying right now.
Okay, roll deception then.
Bishop just like whispers over to Aridia in Elvish.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to fight.
22.
22.
Astra trying to keep a straight face, knowing that she understands Elvish.
They got this.
Yeah, just looks to you and is like, yes, sorry, Miss Holloway, ma'am, I did not realize that we had royalty here in our town. It is a great honor to meet both of you, a representative of the council and a representative from the gates. You're here for the prisoner. We can
Yes.
we can get them to you right away. Yes. Kind of just like looks to the others who are just like so confused. This is just like so like unprecedented. They don't know what to do in this situation. This is like to put it in perspective of what's happening here. Okay, this is like a small group doing like a little like sting mission for like to capture some like escaped like prisoners from a prison, and then the president shows up to collect them. Like that's what they're dealing with here. It's like, this doesn't make sense. What is happening? But also we can't say anything because like they outrank us tenfold. What the fuck? What is happening? This makes no sense. Veldren, are you still, with everything that's happening, are you still
Am I
sniffing?
hearing this?
You're hearing everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, first of all, does the last name Holloway mean anything to me? That was a very high deception check, and Veldren probably believes it.
Deception check. Well, yes, deception check. You make me a history check. No, history or religion.
History, religion? Okay.
History or religion, yes. Either or. Oh, sorry, no, yes, it would just be history, my bad.
If it is going to be just history, that's going to be a 15.
15. Holloway is the last name of two members of the council.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, yes, with 15, yeah. The two members of the council went by that name.
I think Veldren's having a slight, heart attack.
Just now.
So is Bishop after hearing the word royalty.
I think so. Veldren began sneaking into the room already.
Yeah.
is the
Are you
thing.
continuing or are you revealing yourself?
He's probably already halfway into the room at this point, I'd imagine, once this all comes
Yeah,
out.
absolutely, yeah.
Hearing that they're going to get Ezra. I don't think he's headed towards Ezra anymore.
Steal the magic shit.
I think he's going for the scrolls.
Well, okay.
Get all of it.
I never said there were scrolls.
Oh,
Someone
the
else said
magic
that
item,
there
the
were
magical
scrolls.
item, the magical items.
There were
That's what
magic items.
Veldren was
You
told.
don't know if there's
Veldren
scrolls.
was
There's
told
just magic
scrolls.
stuff.
Veldren was told magic and went.
Said
Okay,
there
yeah.
might be scrolls.
You're going over to the magic items.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I think hearing
make
that Ezra's
me-
going to be okay, he'd
Make
quickly
me
turn course.
another. If you're trying to be stealthy about it, still make me.
Yeah,
stealthy.
I am.
I will say you are not in Astra's range anymore, so you do not get that +10.
How many guards are in the room? How many people are there?
5.
Am I going to add an inspiration to this? Perfect.
We can take him.
Okay, I'll roll some
21.
stuff. 21. Okay. Ooh, okay. 2 of them are stupid. You said 21?
Yeah, 21.
Okay. Yeah. You make your way over to the items. You are able to. There's a kind of bag. It seems to have mostly been compiled into sort of a small pile. There's a few kind of discarded packs. You realize looking at it that each of these bags probably belong to a magic user that passed through this town that is now not here. And there are a dozen. Each of them in various states of disrepair. Some of them look older than others. Some look pretty recent.
Murder.
But they've all kind of been compiled into another bag. Make me if you're rummaging, are you looking for anything in particular, or are you just rummaging to find something?
I'm looking for anything of magical quality, and I'm also looking for a bedroll.
In the magic items?
I just know one of us needs a bedroll. All right.
Okay, cool. Sure.
But
you know what?
mostly
you're looking
magical
for a
items.
bedroll?
Magic items.
Sure.
No. Magic items come first. I
items
want
come
that
first.
to be
You know what?
explicitly clear.
Okay. Make me a investigation check.
Perfect. 22.
22.
Why am I rolling
Okay.
high? This scares me.
You know what? Sure, that works. With the 22, you feel around and you're kind of looking for something. There's a few, maybe like some bottles of something. You feel like glass. There's a couple of other like pieces of metal, and then there's just a clump of fabric of some kind, kind of like bundled up. And you pull it out, and yeah, you have this kind of long, what looks like some sort of like cloak of some kind. Yeah, you pull that out.
Yeah.
You now have a this could be used as a bedroll, perhaps, but it is some sort of cloak. You don't know what it does.
There's
You
no
were just
scrolls?
told there's magical things over here.
I don't see any scrolls.
You do not see scrolls.
Noted.
Not currently. I mean, you can maybe rummage again in a minute if you want to try and rummage through some more things. But for now, that is where you're at.
Nice.
With the current situation, Astra, you are kind of still sort of standing tall. One of them is kind of like this woman who you do know the name of. Yes, Evie. Makes her way over to the cage. You see Ezra is kind of like stood up now and is like at the door, kind of holding the bars, kind of looking at the group of you just in awe, looking at you, Sybil, like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? And as she's kind of going over, she's going through her keys and brings out one of them is going over to the lock. You hear one of the other figures kind of calls over to you, Astra, as there's kind of almost this silence in the room. He goes,
My lady, if I may ask, where is your royal escort? Did you really come here alone? It's a little hard to believe.
Bishop stands up.
I dare them to try and run from me.
Bishop, do you stand up?
Bishop.
Bishop, they
You're
killed
supposed
you.
to be dead.
No. Yeah, I'm
You-
supposed to be dead.
It's up to you, Bishop. This is your choice.
I see them start to stand up, and I step
Thank
in front of them.
Yep. It's that like
I look like a guard. It's fine.
You're like, yeah, Bishop. You like almost like you're going to help, and then Aridia kind of like stops you. If that's what you want to do, absolutely.
yeah.
100%. Bishop, you really want to help, but you think about it and you're just like, yeah, no, if I reveal myself, it's fucking over because they know me. They absolutely know me.
Yep.
I have an answer. I have an
yeah.
answer.
Okay.
Do it as I step up behind you two.
Oh, Astra also says the I dare them to try and run from me.
Damn.
In response to what?
Why don't
They're
you
like,
guard?
you came without guards. She's trying to prove that she's capable.
Okay.
Sybil's also just gonna lean over and be like, we also have a guard at front keeping watch on our behalf.
Deception checks from both of you.
Is that not true though? Because
Wait,
Don't think Astra is capable?
I'm looking like a guard.
It's deceptive in nature. The words may be true.
it's
but
the same
deceptive
modifier
in
for me.
nature.
I'm just messing around.
Your
18.
Honor, deceptive in nature.
Actually, I'm gonna use an inspiration. 19.
Sure. Do it.
I'm also
19?
using
My
inspiration.
client pleads, nuh-uh.
My client, please.
21. I can math.
21. Okay. Okay. Kind of looks to you, looks to the two of you. It's like,
Well, we have already sent for the commander, and it would be a shame for him to come all the way out here to find that this has already been dealt with. Would you mind waiting for him to arrive? He should be perhaps a day or so.
This prisoner is an urgent matter.
Oh? The commander always asked us to send magic users his way.
Well,
This is an urgent matter. He knows things against the fuck am I? Oh, what is Mother's title? Or I don't know. Fuck.
what do you
got
say?
Doing great.
What does Astra
you
say?
got this. You got this.
You're doing amazing. I'm
Is it the
in awe.
council? I don't know.
It is the count.
Mhm.
It's the
great.
council, yes.
She would say the council. Okay, my brain is like,
Okay, what
Doing
so what
great.
does she say?
he has information against the council.
Against Elias Iron Garden specifically, which is why we were both sent.
Okay, make me. Oh, okay. You use the name. I gotta.
Oh, I love you, Abigail.
Okay. That name doesn't. Again, these are
Hang on a
farm
second.
people. They don't know names of council members. I'm afraid he doesn't seem swayed by that. So make me another deception check, but it's a flat roll.
As someone from a very small town like this, that tracks. Trust me,
Yeah.
that tracks.
I don't know my council members of my town.
Yup.
Would this not be an advantage?
I don't know
'Cause
my
she's
council.
helping me.
No, it's okay. It's okay. 23. I think I'll add for effect. Just be like
You're
the head of the council.
right. Okay. So 23.
19.
Astra. 19. Okay, you guys are rolling really good. Holy shit, you guys are really, really good. He's like,
I suppose. I mean, if this, I mean, does he
kind of like turns to one of his friends, like,
does she technically she outranks him, right? Or are they the same? I don't know if they are they. I don't know how this works. This is above our pay grade.
you do see Evie kind of goes over. There was a moment of hesitation when the lack of escort was mentioned, but hearing your explanation, continues. Key goes into the lock, turns, and the door swings open. Ezra tentatively takes a step out. And yeah, There is a quiet moment where Ezra's not quite sure what to do. But he kind of slowly starts making his way over to the group of you. Veldren,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I don't know.
You are
Do they
currently
look-
there. They're heavily distracted right now.
They're heavily distracted. Does it look like they're about to come my way?
They are They are looking at the princess currently.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for more magic items.
Sure, make me another investigation check.
Natural 20.
Oh,
25.
Incredible with a
Found
natural
a magical
20.
bedroll.
I'm so
You?
scared.
You find. Oh, okay. You find, two things with your natural 20. You find a sword of some kind. You would recognize it as a scimitar. Pull that out. It's kind of engraved. It looks, you can tell that this must be magic in nature because it is very well crafted. It kind of has almost like kind of runes set into the blade itself. Something about this is magical, but you don't know what about it is magical. And the second thing you pull out is what seems to be almost like a crystal orb of some kind. It's completely what's the opposite of opaque? Fuck.
Translucent?
No, I am thinking of opaque. I'm thinking you can't see through it. But it is just like, it seems to be almost like this gray like orb. But as you hold it, one side of it is warm, not like too hot to the touch, but you kind of hold it and then the other side is kind of cold. And as you kind of turn to put it in your bag, you kind of feel that heat kind of move within it, but you don't really have full time to examine it as you kind of quickly stuff it in your bag, keeping the scimitar kind of close to you, and then still holding this bundle of stuff. What are you doing now? You staying?
No, I've already stayed way too fucking long. My luck will bite me in the ass at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna start and especially seeing Ezra being like freed. I'm going to start trying to make my way back into the hallway with Bishop.
Make me another stealth check.
I'm so scared to roll this.
No plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not in the radius, just flat.
18.
18. You quietly make your way back. There is a moment where you think you're free, think you've made it back, and then one of them seems to look over in your direction, but you kind of feel almost as you get closer to Astra, they seem to kind of look at you, not quite acknowledge you, and then look back. You feel that perhaps Astra's aura, Pass Without a Trace, might have helped you as you just passed back into that radius as you missed it by one. Bro, missed it by one! It's almost that thing where he looks at you, acknowledges there is a person there, but because of magic doesn't clock that it's not one of their own, and looks back again.
It's like a mixture of magic and then also Veldren just looking very unassuming.
A person has been acknowledged, but he does not think anything weird of it.
Confidence
as
is
you pass
key.
back into that radius and are able to make your way back. Ezra walks past the guard at the bottom of the stairs, whose crossbow is kind of down now. He kind of walks up the stairs to the two of you, kind of looks at you, Astra, kind of stunned, kind of does an awkward bow and steps past you next to Sybil. And it's like, I didn't think you'd come for me. I thought you'd leave. I thought we both should have left. What are you doing here?
Lady Holloway and I are here to take you away. She's standing very weakly.
Yes, my lady. Kind of like hangs his head. Kind of like trying his performance check.
Come on, buddy.
The guard.
Astra's gonna turn to the other guards and be like, "Now is our work here? Like, can I go? Can we go? We done?"
Make me an intimidation check. As Ezra's performance was not good. The guy at the bottom of the stairs is starting to kind of like cocks his head a little bit. Finally seems to be catching that something isn't quite right here.
You're so close.
A what check?
An intimidation check with your presence.
Roll low.
I'm gonna roll with inspiration
Yeah,
Okay.
for 19.
Okay.
19? He
I
kind of
have,
has that moment
like
where
one
he kind of
inspiration left now.
has this moment where he's like, wait a minute, this kid's up to something, and kind of goes to like raise his crossbow a bit, but you kind of, your words of that, are we done? Just like seems to like stop him in his tracks. He like freezes up. You can't see his expression under the mask, but yeah, he just stops. Evie kind of just like looks to you and nods and is like, yes, my lady. We are truly honored to have you here in Ambercrest, and thank you for coming for him. Should we, if there are others, do we continue sending them your way, or should we continue as normal? You said this was a special case, correct? For this one specifically?
We're stopping the whole operation on magic users at the moment. We have to put a pause on it for, frankly, our own safety. So
Your own safety?
we have gotten a major influx of magic users recently, and we simply do not have room.
Oh. Maybe deception check. One last deception check. Y'all are so close. Y'all so close to getting out of this shit.
I know she just would not be like, yeah, keep doing this.
No, 100%. This makes sense for
Astra.
Sybil.
Astra's having the struggle too of the fool.
Okay. Last inspiration used. 20 total.
20 total. We'll check our plus. This is gonna be close.
How loud does verbal have to be? Just in case. For spells.
We'll see in a second. Hold on. For what spell would you be wanting to cast?
It breaks
It'd be
stealth.
it'd be silvery barbs to make
Silvery
them reload
barbs
and take the
would
lower
break
one.
stealth.
Okay. Then I'm not going to.
It's okay.
You're not going to cast silvery
No,
barbs.
no, because
Okay.
that definitely ruins everything.
Okay. Insight. Okay, what's the plus? She looks at you, perplexed. I think I'll confirm that one with the commander. We've been doing this operation with him for a long time, and it would be strange for him to shut it down. I would prefer to hear the word from him. But if that's the case, then I will happily be proven wrong. Like I said, he'll be here in a day or so, so I'll confirm that with him. And then if that's the case, then I guess we're shutting this down. She doesn't seem convinced by that part specifically. She got a 21.
Okay.
19 plus 2.
Also, Abigail, you had inspiration.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I suppose our business here is done then, my lady. Thank you. kind of just stands awkwardly. You are blocking the only exit, so they're just gonna stand around, just like, okay. Just trying not to meet your eye. What are the rest of you doing?
Do I know if Veldren's back yet? Fuck.
Veldren would be back now, yes. Veldren, you have been able to make your way up.
We would
You're
look
kind
back
of-
and Veldren standing there like you look back up the tunnel.
Just confirming, 100%. This is the only way in and out, right? This tunnel.
Yes,
Okay, good.
it seems to be. From what you can tell, I mean, Aridia, you can make a perception check if you'd like to see if there is another way in or out.
Just one more.
Sure, make a perception check.
Be
You have
real
to
shame
head
if
out
this
to that?
tunnel. We were looking before without like fully stepping out, so I'm assuming
Okay.
we're doing the same
Mhm.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's my perception. Dirty 20.
30, 20. The only entrance or exit you can see, you realize looking over at the barred space at the side of the room and kind of seeing the slanted back. You calculate where you've been in your mind and you realize, oh, if the trap had gone off, that's where we would have ended up. That's glad we avoided that. You think that perhaps if the floor had disappeared from under you, it would have led you into that room, trapping you.
Good to know.
But there
Okay.
doesn't seem to be a way in. There is a lock on the iron bars, but it is a like. It is not designed for someone to climb up the back of that room. It is like a heavy slant. And it's like sheer rock. So you highly doubt anyone could get out that way.
Good to know.
But yeah, seems to be the only way in or out.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool.
So before Astra turns to go up, she's gonna say, "And tidy this place up. It's a mess."
Yes, my lady. I just kind of just like shoves to one of the guards. The other guards kind of like goes over to where like the items were where Veldren just was and starts like moving everything around, kind of just like making sure everything's kind of just like ship shape and everything like that. But yeah, they all start busying themselves as the group of you seem to be good to go. You have Ezra. What are you guys doing?
Go, 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 go.
Go, 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 we gotta go.
Go, right?
Once we get to the other side of the trap.
Can Ezra?
Yeah.
What? Can Ezra see in the dark? I can't remember what race he is.
I think he's human.
He can.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, I believe. Wait, no, he is. No, wait, no, never mind. He is. Yes, he is human. Never mind. I thought he was elvish for some reason.
It's
So,
fine.
right.
They're aware of us.
You would be able to. Yeah. You would
Yeah,
absolutely
I'll
be able
probably
to at
cast
least
light
tell
again.
them, even if yes, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You step over the trap, and you guys can head back up.
I would say, as we're going back, Bishop
We
is
avoid the trap.
Yes.
Yes.
jittering on
Yeah.
the ground to make sure he's not seen.
I'm like very far up with Bishop. I'm like, we don't need to be seen. The two of us do not need to be seen.
Yeah, you make your way back up and you come out in the basement again. You find you do find Cell kind of waiting for you. She kind of turns, kind of looking very bored, kind of turns to look at you and goes, "Oh good. You got the boy. I didn't dash you
Astra's
for a
crown to be away.
second."
Can't believe
Oh,
that.
you put it away?
It would have been put away as they're going up.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Kind of like looks through it and goes, "So, are there any bodies down there that need dealing with, or?"
No, but there will be. Does anyone want to help me collapse the tunnel?
Yes, I will help with
I don't
that.
think we should
Beautiful.
kill. I don't think we should kill them.
No, not
I-
kill
Nothing
them.
about killing them.
I would
I
like
mean, they might die down there, and that's their own fault.
collapsing the
Veldren-
entrance right here.
Veldren, you heard it too. If we don't stop them now, they're not going to stop collecting
Yes,
magic
but
users.
there are ways to get them to. There are ways to stop them without killing.
I don't want to kill them. I just want to hold them here by collapsing this entrance, which will potentially keep them there for like a couple days. Well, if the commander shows up, maybe they can't talk. And
How about this?
All right. I defer to the group. Defer to the group's
Veldren, how about
judgment.
this? To make things a little bit easier on yourself, we could throw some food, some supplies, some water
No.
on the other side. That way they are alive and can stay alive.
They had
Just-
supplies down there. They had
They can
supplies
figure
down
it out.
there.
Oh, then perfect.
okay,
Then yeah, we collapse the
I'll
tunnel.
defer to the group's judgment then. If you, I can't really stop any of you.
Okay. What were you thinking, Sybil?
I don't want to kill them. I just want to delay them.
That works.
I mean, killing them delays them permanently.
Okay,
So,
hi. Yeah, we can just go down the tunnels just a little bit and then collapse it. That way they have like so much room in case more of the tunnel falls. It's not going to hit them.
Perfect.
Actually, no, you're right, Sybil. Killing them would put you at a disadvantage because people who know magic can get the dead to speak anyway. Yes, actually, trapping them down there would be the smartest thing to do.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Sybil still has no idea who this person is. She's just.
I feel Sybil in. So
While
as
we're
we walk
walking
the
down
tunnel.
the tunnel a little. Okay, how are you gonna collapse the tunnel?
Oh, I was going to Thunderous Smite.
Okay, and I was gonna shatter it.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, I like your style.
Oh, she's with us. She's with us.
Oh,
Okay.
good heavens.
I was also going to use some magic and get. If we do like one side, and top, we might just be able to get the whole thing.
Okay, I'll do the top of it because shatter does a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'll do the left side.
Switches swords so I can swing.
Wait, no,
to
I'll do
right.
the right side. That's right.
Okay,
How
I can
far
also
down
no,
this
actually, I
tunnel
will
are
do-
you
I will do the
going to
left
do
side.
this, by the way?
before the trap, so we're pretty close to the entrance still.
Yeah, so that they can't
Okay.
come up through the trap.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
for like a good 30 seconds, Bishop is actually changing between left or right just to annoy Aridia a little bit.
I'm
Okay.
going to smack you with my other sword.
Okay.
You can
Go.
certainly try.
The three of you are going to try and collapse this tunnel.
Yep.
Okay. What to confirm? What spells, abilities, and such are you using?
Guidance, smack.
Who?
Eeny, meeny, miny. I guess bishop.
Eeny, meeny, miny. I guess Bishop is my favorite.
I'm going to Thunderous Smite and hit the wall really hard with my magic sword.
Okay. Make me it wouldn't be an attack roll because this is something you're specifically trying to do. Make me a sleight of hand check
To hit the wall?
to collapse this tunnel in a way that doesn't also bring it down on you.
Oh, that's not bad. 19.
I would like to say I am
19.
standing outside. I'm not in the tunnel right now, by the way. I
love-
would like
I
that
love
on
how-
record.
I love how Jay immediately went, "Oh yeah, collapsing a tunnel! Get the fuck away from that! Oh, that could kill me."
Would you like damage as well?
No, I'm gonna say so this is gonna be a combined thing. So you are using that. It's less about the damage, more about the abilities that are being used and how they're being used. So that is your contribution to it. Sybil and Bishop, what are you guys doing?
I am going to cast a Chaos Bolt on the right side.
Okay.
And I need to roll a d8 to see what.
I was going to say that will matter because of how Chaos Bolt works.
Mm-hmm.
You actually
also the
choose
type
the
of
Chaos
damage.
Bolt. You choose the Chaos Bolt damage from the 2d6, actually, and it lets you choose between the 2d6.
2d8.
2d8, my bad. Apologies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I forgot that it was
Okay.
2d8, not 2d6.
I don't need how much damage, I just need
Ooh.
the type of damage.
Mm-hmm. Well, I rolled a 5 and an 8, so I think so. It's either thunder or lightning. I know thunder would help. Yeah, we'll do
Thunder
thunder.
would definitely help, yes.
Yeah, we'll keep it at thunder damage.
Okay. Good. Nice. And then Astra. Oh, wait, no, not Astra. Sorry, Sybil.
I think because Sybil still isn't entirely sure what she does for
Mhm.
this to happen. But she
Mhm.
like braces herself because it always like throws her
Mhm.
back. She's like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can do this.
Head beam.
And no, it's just like a burst of energy
Okay.
that it still throws her back because she's still not good at it.
Okay. You're casting a
and it-
spell. Roll.
Don't worry.
Nope.
I'll roll. I'll roll
D20.
real good. I rolled another 9. Okay, DC's at 6 now.
Okay. DC is at 6 now. Okay. So between the three of you, all casting thunderous damage, one after the other, Aridia, you bring it up on the kind of the edge of the roof. You hit kind of the side on the left. You crack some of the stone with the thunderous blast. The sound echoes down the tunnels. And there is a serious crack in the ceiling. Bishop, you throw out that chaos bolt into the right side and it hits the wall, and there is another crack as there is a thunderous boom again, a second one. And then, last but certainly not least, Sybil, you throw out your hands, you do a shatter that just fills the entire tunnel with this thunderous booming noise that just echoes extra loud, and the cave starts to collapse. I'm assuming y'all are running away.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Cool. I'm assuming you guys. Yeah. So I'm assuming you guys backed up, and then literally, like, as soon as Sybil cast that last one, you're all just like booking it back up. Veldren and Astra, you two hear these thunderous booms. They're loud. Just
Like
so you
loud,
know.
loud.
Like echoing up a tunnel, like gunshot noises. Yeah.
Yeah. Like alert the
3
village loud.
shotgun blasts just went off in a long, echoey tunnle.
Yeah, like alert the village loud. Or neighbors.
Would you have? Would you
When a tree
have?
falls in the middle of the woods.
If someone casts 3 thunderous blasts underground and there's no one alive to hear, doesn't make
It was an earthquake. It's fine.
It was just a cave-in.
Yeah, it's just
sure.
No one
They
knows.
died off screen.
Let's see.
There was a
Okay.
sinkhole somewhere.
We will never
Oh,
know what
no.
happens to them.
Josh,
Okay.
I hope you're okay.
You guys make your way out. There's kind of dust as you guys kind of get out. Astra, your dress is very dusty. You are all kind of dusty as the dust kind of like settles, kind of poofing out into the room. So you guys
I like
make
to
your way
imagine
out.
that Astra and Veldren were just sitting up with Veldren just being like, so.
Yeah, what? Actually, while they're down there, 'cause it would take them a minute. What do you guys do?
Astra actually looks kind of upset and like not like happy about what they just did.
I think I'll like start being awkward and then see just like the upset look, and then like I think like the main thing that rings in Veldren's head is someone's in trouble. Like it doesn't matter, someone's in trouble. I think that rings through his head right here. Is like like in his head, you hate it when people judge a book by its cover. You should not be doing the same thing. What is wrong with you? Is everything all right? Are you all right?
I just hated all that pulling. It was icky. It was
Pulling
gross.
rank.
Like,
Pulling
I
rank.
lied. I lied.
Sometimes a lie is necessary to help people. Lies are not all that bad.
I've always
Which part did you lie about? What? Oh, so you're not actually the daughter of Zariel.
No, that part was true.
Right.
Stop saying her name. I'm gonna like summon her or something. I'm scared.
Does that work? Does that happen?
I'm just gonna roll real quick. How
Does
many
that
times was it? You said it 3 times? You said it 3 times?
I'm ready.
I know she's the fault. I know she's like what's her title? What is Zariel's title?
A glowing or starts up it no.
I know that she's like a celestial. Does it work like that?
What is Zariel's title again? I can't remember. It was said earlier. My brain is blanking.
The Archangel.
The
Archangel. Yeah.
Yes.
The Archangel. The Archangel's daughter. And someone with extensive knowledge about the council, too. A dead man, and... Aridia. It's very strange. What you did down there was not bad. You saved a young man's life. Far better than I could. I was just planning on winging it. You did something kind today. And while I may not want to kill the people down there, they don't deserve the truth. They deserve to be lied to have bad things happen to them. So I don't think what you did today was bad.
She's like having this little internal struggle,
Mm-hmm.
like in her brain with the. I know what you're saying is right, and if this were anybody else,
However,
I believe you. However, I'm harder on myself.
Yeah, no,
and how I was raised, especially like, I think she'd kind of be clutching. She's had this necklace on the entire time that would have been like concealed under her dress or her cloak or whatever. And she's like clutching her holy symbol, which is Lathander's holy symbol.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just, I don't think she'll say anything.
I think it'll settle into. I think at the beginning it was like an awkward silence. I think it settles into like a on Veldren's end at least, a comfortable silence. Until.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, there are 3 very loud blasts of thunder. Very quickly of dust, and your 3 friends emerge.
Okay.
Hearing sounds, just applying lip gloss again.
Right, so it's done then?
He's done.
It's just going to delay them. They'll be able to get out.
Mm-hmm.
DM, could I have listened and kind of heard the extent of the cave-in? Like, did it sound like it was just the beginning?
It was
like
pretty extensive, but...
Okay.
I might get out.
Would you like to go down there and look?
We have
No.
to.
That's probably how you're gonna find out, but...
I would say hopefully one of them has good berry, but if they don't like magic users...
No, I don't think they'll have any magic other than the items they had down there.
We have to
Which-
go.
Ask them to hand that over.
I got a few of them. Yes, you will go get Ezra somewhere safe. Might want to hold him up until people are ready to leave.
The barn. We should
wherever
meet
you
at
want
the
to
barn.
go, Ezra. I'll meet you all there. I have something else I have to take care of.
If he needs to be somewhere, safe and isolated. He can stay in the barn. At least there he has someone to keep an eye on.
I don't want to be any more of a burden to you than I've already been. I just
You
thank
literally,
you for saving me.
you were kidnapped. That is not being a burden, Ezra.
No.
I know, but
You're
brought
traveling
you
with
all
us
into
now.
this, and I'm traveling with you.
Yeah. We're all
Didn't you
heading
say
to the
we
same
should-
city.
Didn't you say we should
I know
travel separately for safety?
we two are headed to the same city. I don't know where the three of you are headed. If you want to come with us, you're very welcome.
Bye, guys.
Well,
But
I'll
we're heading to Mistral.
you see, and he kind of like grimaces and is like, I have to ask, although I fear I already know the answer. Where's Axel? He's not with you.
He did not make it.
They killed him.
Yes.
There will be justice had for Axel. I can promise you that.
Kind of just like looks down. It's like they were trying to get to me, and he died protecting me. I know I hired him to look after me, but he had his own reasons to be here. I wish I could have done more to stop them. Oh, poor Axel.
He will.
He'll need a proper burial.
I was just about to say that myself.
I don't know if the people here would be open to such a thing, but they seem like troubled people, but not bad people, if that makes sense. They were these people that took me, they were scared. Like I was the monster. I don't fully think they're bad people, so maybe.
I don't think so either. The father will be very open to conducting a burial.
He's at the Abbey, right?
Yes.
Right. Yes, maybe. Where is he still in the tavern? Where is his body?
I will go get his body. Do not worry. I'll bring it to the Abbey. I'll meet you.
Okay.
Ezra, I will meet you at the Abbey.
Okay, I'll see you there, I guess.
Will they allow Ezra in the Abbey?
Bishop is
What do you mean?
undoes his cloak real fast and puts it over Ezra's. Just a way to keep you from being.
Kind of wraps it around himself, kind of like holding himself in it. It's like, oh, thank you.
No, that was our mother. Yeah, it'll keep you safe.
Could you bring your mic just a little bit closer to
sorry.
you, please? Nah, you're all good.
That was looks to Aridia. That was our mother. It'll keep you safe and warm.
Okay. So then, drama. Wow. So it's just like awkwardly watching all of this, just like not quite sure what to say. It's like, so everyone going their separate ways then, or what's the plan?
I don't think we've really discussed it.
We haven't had time.
Well, I don't want to stay down here all day. This place is dark and dingy and could really use a makeover.
No one's keeping you here.
Where are you going?
Oh, I have my own reasons to be here.
So you're staying here?
Well, I mean, as long as they don't drive me out, I mean, well, you know, being a witch and all, you're used to that sort of thing. But I'm here for my own reasons.
A monster hunting, was it not?
Hunting is a strong word. Hunting implies that I'm trying to hurt them. It's not the plan. Unless they try to hurt me. I just heard that there was a monster here and I was curious. Seems like that Axel fellow was looking for the same thing, although I believe his intentions were to harm them.
Not to harm it. Interesting. Maybe there's a kind core under that harsh exterior.
You're saying that to Sel?
No, I forgot. I'm playing Veldren. Harlan came out there a little bit.
I was like, damn, Veldren.
Harlan came out there. No, Veldren would not say that.
We love
I forgot
Harlan.
who I was playing. This is second nature. Well, I would like to have a conversation with you at some point, Sel. You've just mentioned a few things that I'm interested in, magical theory and all. But I have a different conversation I have to go take first.
Wonderful. Well, if you want to have a conversation, then I'm always open to it. I do love small talk.
Of course. But I will meet the rest of you at the barn or the abbey. It won't be too hard to find all of you. I just have a quick errand to go run.
Are you going to want help carrying the body to the abbey?
No offense, you look very, very strong.
Aridia, you do not need to lie to me. I am aware of what I'm aware of the lack of muscle mass. Quite aware of that. It wasn't always like this. If you would like to, feel free. I just have another thing I need to do at the inn as well.
So that's okay.
Yeah. And if anyone wants to follow Veldren, he won't argue. But he'll head off towards the inn.
Okay. Veldren is heading towards the inn. Where is everybody else heading? Ezra will be going to the abbey for those who want to go with.
I'll go with so I can explain to the father why this person that got arrested this morning.
Well, it was kidnapped. It wasn't real. I don't think it was really arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
from what you've gathered, from the information that you've gathered, not everyone is in on this in terms of like this is not like this is not a hot fuzz situation where it's like and everyone's part of the cult. It's like no, it's like some people are part of this. Some people are blissfully unaware. Or what's the word where like you're aware of it but you pretend it doesn't exist? What's the word?
Ignorant.
You're willfully ignorant. That's the phrase I meant. You're probably aware that some things have gone on. Like, that person that did magic disappeared. I'm not gonna question it because I know where it's gone. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So, but yeah,
I'll go to the abbey with Ezra.
Yeah. Astra and Bishop, where are you two going?
Bishop is heading back to the barn.
Okay.
And has
Astra
not...
will follow Bishop.
Oh, I was gonna say, Bishop has not said anything to Astra.
Okay. And Aridia, were you going with Veldren? Sorry, or were you going with Sybil?
Yes, yep, following Veldren.
Going with Veldren. Okay, cool.
Where's
Sel, where's Sel gonna go? Ooh, high or low?
Hi.
Middle.
No. High or low? High.
Hi.
Hi.
High. Well, okay. We're two different
Welcome
groups.
in,
So
Raiders.
Aridia and Veldren is high.
Low.
Low. Okay. In that case, just kind of
I'll
just
kill
looking
her.
between the two groups, she will tag along with Sybil and Ezra.
Oh,
God.
oh
No!
You can listen. Look, she just seems to start like kind of walking with you as the group is dispersing. Seems to kind of just like tag along with you. You can tell her not to if you want.
No, I can't. Sybil's used every ounce of assertiveness she can muster for the day.
For the day.
Do we pick up on Sybil being uncomfortable?
Always. She's always uncomfortable.
Okay, well, you're out of luck then, kid.
That's my secret cap.
Okay. I guess we'll go to Veldren and Aridia first. You guys go to the inn. You step inside. You do see Hazel behind the bar, still kind of doing their own thing. She kind of like looks up with a smile, and then sees you, Aridia, and the kind of smile fades a little bit. She kind of like goes back to just cleaning.
I at
Someone else-
least look mildly apologetic, but only
Mhm.
mildly.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
Aridia, you'd look over and Veldren has a very like neutral expression. Normally he has a very like cheerful disposition, like pretty much always a smile on his face. Very neutral right now. Deem, is there anyone else in the tavern?
Not currently, no.
I would like to lock the door.
With what?
Is there a lock on the door?
There is a lock. Yes, you do not have a key.
Okay. Aridia, could you watch the door, make sure no one comes in, please?
I close the door and I lean against it, one boot on it, arms crossed.
Okay.
I'll go over to the bar, pull out just a stool. So, Hazel, I didn't get to say a whole lot earlier about the whole situation. This young man needed help. Did you know about the death of Axel?
I was aware that there was a struggle of some kind.
And you were aware of the
Aware.
dead body in the middle of one of your rooms?
Kind of like looks quite pale. It's like, I was made aware of it after you left.
Were you going to cover up the murder?
What do you expect me to say, Veldren?
The truth. Were you going to cover up the murder?
I would have done what they told me to do. I don't like what they do here. I don't. Truly, but
But you let it happen.
what am I to do?
What are you to do? There's always a choice of something you could do. You could put out the word for murderers in your town. You could find a solution.
You're not a small
How
town
many-
boy, are you?
No,
And all your friends and your family and everyone you've ever known is from what is thinks and acts one way. It's kind of hard to go against it.
Who?
It's not as straightforward as calling
It's
the
hard to go.
authorities or leaving or anything. It's. You think I've tried? You think I would, Veldren? You think I like this? You think I like people coming into my business and murdering someone and leaving the body in one of my rooms?
First of all, don't pretend like you know me. I do know how difficult
Oh,
it
I
is
think
to
you're
go into-
pretending like you know me.
I do know. I'm just asking you a few questions. I'm sorry that you're projecting your insecurities onto the answers. I did not accuse you of anything. I asked a question. How was I supposed to know if you did or did not enjoy it, other than asking?
I don't. I'm not a monster.
If you're not, what are the names of the people that came in here earlier? I can make sure that they will not hurt anyone else in this town.
Make me a persuasion check. I'm gonna say flat roll. It would have been disadvantage in any other situation because this is small town shit, y'all.
Oh, trust me, I'm Jay is from a small town like this. For persuasion, that's going to be a 19.
19. She kind of looks just like, and you'll keep my name out of it. You won't tell anyone that I told you anything. Promise me.
Your name will not be breathed. I promise you.
The tall one, the furbog, Henry. He came in here. He's usually the muscle, and then sort of the lead, Evie. The one with the ears, but the shifter. They came in here. I was awake, but I was not there to see what happened. I was a coward and I turned over. Pretended like it wasn't happening. Like I always do. Because I'm a coward.
Maybe at one point. But we always have a choice to change. There's a saying from a group that I'm a part of. Carl von Leon. The leeching strength. Power is often corrupting. You shouldn't let it consume your thoughts like these people did. That power can make people scared, like it did with you. And I'm sorry for what you've had to go through this entire time as well. Were those the only 2 names of the remaining people? Or do you have any other names that you can give me of this group?
I mean, people pick and choose. It's many members of this town. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It really depends how they feel. I mean,
of course.
I know Isabella. She's a dwarf. She's usually quite keen. She really doesn't magic use us. Ava, she's a half-elf. Oliver as well. He's a human. I think that's maybe all of them. I don't know. I don't know who else people tend to.
It's all right. It's all right. I'll make sure people won't be hurt in this town again.
Veldren, the name Oliver would stick out to you.
Yeah, no, yeah, it does.
You've heard that name before.
Yep, I remember.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hazel. Thank you. Can I do an insight check on Hazel?
Sure. What are you
has she been telling me the truth? Has she just been honest throughout this conversation?
Yeah, sure.
Like honest about not liking it and being a victim of her own.
Absolutely, completely understand. Yeah, absolutely. Make an insight check on that.
That is going to be for insight a 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, with your 14, she seems like she's being really sincere. She's in a very unfortunate situation where she is stuck in a small town and the people around her have done some not so great things, and when they're the only people that you know and you feel so alone, there's not really all that much you can do. And then you've kind of come in here, a city boy, saying you could have done all this, and it's just, it's not that easy. It's not. And she's frustrated, she's upset at herself for letting it happen, but at the same time, what could she have done? But yeah, she seems to be being sincere with you.
I think I'll push up from the bar. My family was much the same. There's a lot of people in this town. They're going to let someone I care about die because they didn't like the study. They didn't want to study further into magic. So I do understand. There are people that wish for it not to be like this. You won't have to worry about people in the town again. And I'll go up the stairs to where Axel is.
You find, strangely, the floor has been somewhat cleaned. You realize that she has really been up here. A lot of the blood is gone. The mallet that was used is laying on a table, cleaned. The body is untouched, but the surrounding area has been cleaned. But the body is still where it is.
I would have followed Veldren up as well.
Yeah.
I look to Aridia, just kind of nod.
Aridia, if you would like to take this body, you can. I mean, you're not in any particular rush, so I'm not going to make you make any checks or anything. You can just
tries to help.
I just very carefully and respectfully wrap him as much in his cloak as I can, and then gently.
Veldren tries to help.
Veldren, you do that thing. You know when someone's carrying something and there's that one person that's got a hand on it that's really not doing anything?
Yeah.
It's that. It's that.
It's supportive. I appreciate it.
A supportive hand. But yeah, you two are able to take the body out and are able to walk it over towards the abbey.
Are there any of his belongings left that we could take back to give to Ezra?
There was a pack.
I'll take the pack.
That's
perfect.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Awesome. Okay. We will then go over to Astra and Bishop. As the two of them are over at the... No?
I think they requested for Sybil first. Yes.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. We'll go to Sybil as Sybil heads over to the abbey with Ezra and Sel. The three of you arrive. You kind of knock, and the door opens. The father kind of looks out. It's like, Sybil, good to see you. And hello. I think I know this young man's name. Ezra, am I correct? Yes, Father. We were hoping to come in, if that's okay. Yes, of course. It's open to everyone. And he kind of steps aside, and we'll kind of usher the group of you inside. Is there anything I can do for you, or are you simply seeking a place to rest your heads? Sybil, you and Veldren are still more than welcome to stay here. I don't know if I would have a room in that room for more of you, but you're still welcome to the space. My daughter's spoken nothing but highly of you and Veldren.
Thank you. Unfortunately, I think we're here with a more grim request.
Oh?
Would we be able to have a burial here?
A burial? For who? What's happened?
Axel, a visitor who was here with Ezra, was passed away.
Oh. Oh, that is very sad. I'm sorry for your loss, young man. Thank you, Father. He was a good man. A protector. Came all the way from Draconum. Loyal. To a fault. That sounds like the qualities of a good man. Yes, I think something can be arranged. Do you know, Mr. Ezra, you've traveled with this man for a while, yes? Do you know anything about his family, or perhaps burial rites that he might want? I'm not familiar with the what the customs are in Draconum. I've never been there. I haven't learned much about their customs. Do they prefer burial? Do they burn the bodies? What do you know their customs? I don't. I'm afraid, Father. I really don't. Then a burial shall suffice. If that is what you want, we can do that. I will. Is there a body being brought?
Yes.
Yes. Have it brought here. We will. We'll find a place in the cemetery outside for it. I will have the hole dug for them. The grave will be dug. It might take some time. It might not be able to happen today, but I can certainly have it arranged for perhaps later this week. Perhaps.
Thank you. Would it be able to still happen if we were not present for the official burial?
Yes, of course. Do you need to leave soon, or?
Yes, we will be leaving soon.
I see. Well, kind of thinks for a second. I might be able to bring things up. I would hate for you to miss it. He's an important person to you, and you have done much for this town and for myself and for my daughters. I still feel as though I am somewhat in your debt, so I will do this for you. Let me. He'll call out to Tessa and Lilia, who very quickly appear. Like, yes, Father. There is a terrible sadness that has come upon us. A friend of the young man Ezra here and of Sybil was lost today. They lost their life. We won't have a burial for them in the cemetery. Oh. And Tessa kind of looks to you, Sybil, and to Ezra, and say, I'm so sorry. Who was lost? What happened?
It's a long story, but it was Axel.
Oh. I'm so sorry. Kind of looks to Ezra, and again he kind of just nods. Well, if the body is brought here, it can be sorted for you. I need to roll something. Sybil, what is your passive perception?
Like 11.
11? That's
11.
still high enough, because Cell rolled very low. You notice when the twins come into the room, Cell becomes visibly uncomfortable. Something when the two of them come into the room, you don't know what, but there is a moment where there is a moment where her persona that she's had this whole time, her smile, her whimsical ways just slips for a second, and then the mask is back on, but you notice it. But yeah.
Noted.
Yeah. With that, then we will then go to Astra and Bishop. So the two of you were heading to the barn, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You make your way there. The two of you going together, or Bishop, were you going ahead?
I don't know if he lets me catch up or not.
I mean, he's just walking. If you catch up, then you catch up.
Wait, I got little legs.
I mean, she can
No.
run in heels.
Yeah. We've seen her do it.
That's true.
Literally earlier today.
That's true.
Yeah. You guys arrive at the barn. What are you doing?
Bishop's going into the barn to chill.
Okay.
Still just not saying anything.
Astra will follow him to the barn. What's up? You're not usually this quiet.
Just a lot today.
Yeah, it was a really heavy day.
Yeah.
You okay?
Process. Never expected you to tell me everything about you. Definitely never expected royalty. I'm not mad at you for not saying anything. I get keeping things close to the chest. I really do.
Yeah, you are really quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're really quiet.
Okay.
Stage whisper.
Oh.
Don't.
Jesus.
Eat the mic. I understand keeping things close to the chest. I don't blame you for not telling me. I really don't. It's
I
just
mean, I wasn't hiding it from you either.
I know. I'm sorry I lied. I really am. Even if I had good intentions, doesn't excuse it.
So I wasn't trying to hide it from you. You had I'm pretty sure you had overheard me saying my title, and when we were in Ashton Vale, And didn't I tell you that I dated the prince?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
It just, how would that not? Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
How-
I heard
like-
I heard your title. I thought that was just something fancy you were called. I didn't know it was an actual title.
Yeah. You had a pretty long dirt nap.
Yeah, I did. And
Huh?
And an infernal.
Actualeta. Coloste.
And
What's it
for
mean?
the audience, it says, really makes me seem insignificant.
Yeah.
But
Oof.
I just thought that was something fancy you called yourself. I didn't know you were actual royalty.
To close the side chat.
Yes, close the
I need-
side
I need to
chat.
stop.
Don't get distracted.
Yep, I'm closing it now. But I promise. I won't ever lie to you again.
Right. So now point 2. It wasn't really that you lied that hurt. The part that hurt was that you were withholding information in a way. I've been pushed aside and treated insignificantly and not trusted with information my whole life. So to have a friend withhold information hurt a bit. Because, I don't know, I kind of thought we were a team.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not trying to add salt to the wound.
No. Your feelings make total sense, and I'm sorry. I was. It was one of those things like if they don't know and I can take care of this for them, they might be able to sleep better. It's kind of thing. I don't know.
She's like fidgeting with her holy symbol right now.
But when it comes to keeping information, I'm sure you probably can figure this out. I'm not really from Ashenvale.
What? I just assumed that's where Aridia was also from. Because she gives Ashenvale vibes.
We're from Phelan. Our family used to guard some kind of artifact. I don't know where that is anymore.
Did you say you don't know where it is?
Not physically.
Mm,
I know she knows where it is.
No. You're.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
Bishop does know where
You
it
do
is.
know. You do know your
Yeah.
sister
You know
has
where
it.
it is.
They
Little
say
voice
that I
in your
have
head.
it. They
Been
don't know that
told
for
where it
sure.
is.
I was told that she knows where it is. I don't know. Wasn't told that she has it.
You were explicitly told that she has it.
Was I?
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Our family guarded some relic. Not really sure what it does, but Aridia is holding on to it. It's going to be a conversation we're going to
Interesting.
have.
Is it dangerous? Is it? What? Should we be worried?
I don't know. I don't really know what it does. It was that part was always like kept really hush hush. Growing up, it's one of those things where it was better if you didn't know what it did. So. Yeah.
Cool.
Again, I'm sorry for just dumping all that on you. I just didn't want to keep important information from you anymore.
Oh, I'm such a hypocrite. The prophecy that I told you about this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I do kind of know what it entails.
Okay.
Not fully, but I know that I'm supposed to be the one to close the gate for good. And the reason why I ran, I don't think I can't do the things they want me to do. I can't.
Like what?
Taking the scenic route. Well, can't fly. And my wings scare anybody that comes around. Like,
not everybody.
my mom is Zariel. My mother is Zariel. Like, and I cannot do that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for one, it's a cool name. I guess. For two, can't fly yet. I might be able to help you with that. Eventually. We'll get you off the ground. When it comes to you can't do the things a she can, it's not always the worst thing. Being able to do things differently means you see things differently. So you might be able to see a solution that they couldn't. You're clever. I believe in you.
I'm sorry for lying to you.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay. At risk of making this even more awkward, and he's just gonna pull Astra in for a big hug.
Oh. Okay.
You're doing great.
We'll. Oh.
Just don't kick yourself before you're down. Jay,
How do I block
start
Jay?
saying it's the girl. I'm gonna punch you in the
Okay.
butt cheek.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
I'm sorry. I'm done. Done. I did
No,
beat it.
you're good.
You better
You're
be.
so good. Okay, so with that, then we will go back to Veldren arriving. Veldren and Aridia arriving at the abbey. You step through the doors, and you see the father. You see Sybil. You see Sal and Ezra all waiting. The twins are there as well. They immediately come over to you, Aridia, and start kind of assisting you with the body, kind of like helping you lay it down. They kind of take it to like a side room where you can kind of place it on a kind of makeshift table. Yeah, you the you good? You good?
Hans, no,
We're talking about methods.
I am just
no.
don't know.
I was
Yes,
trying
you
to
can
put
tell.
up on the messages. Oh,
I could tell y'all were getting distracted. I could
Fascinating.
ADHD
tell.
cats.
ADHD cats.
We have a funeral.
You're so right.
I'm
yeah.
locked in. They're having problems.
It was
All
your
right.
fault.
Everyone
It was
lock
your
in.
fault.
Y'all, everyone lock in.
Locked.
All right. We so yeah, with that they are able to start preparing a grave in the kind of small cemetery that is outside the abbey. A grave is dug, yeah, it takes a few hours. It is starting to head kind of towards evening time. I see a hand from Sybil.
Is it okay if while it's happening, I try to get Sel by herself?
How would you do that?
I think I'd just be honest and look at her and be like,
Well, I mean, get her alone is what I mean.
well, I think I'd just be honest and say, "Hi, can I talk to you outside?" And
Yes, everyone seems to want to talk to me. I'm so popular today. Veldren wants to talk to me as well.
oh wow,
Yes, I know. Everyone just it seems to adore me. But yes, what can I do for you?
so as we go outside, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna like try to keep my shoulders super straight instead of how they're typically all slouched to try to look like invisible. And I'm just gonna say, so just because we might be on the same page on something, why are you, and this is a complete shot in the dark based on what Sybil knows from Veldren. Why are you afraid of Lilia?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I
Lilia's the one of the daughters. Yes, I don't think I overheard their names at some point. But you want insight?
I mean, I don't believe her.
Hell yeah, fucking
I just
insight.
I just want an insight check to reinforce that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, okay. I mean, it's not good. I don't believe her no matter what, but 13.
13?
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems you don't believe her, but you don't see a falter like you did before. You address the thing head on and she takes it like a champ and does not falter even slightly. Just like, no, I don't I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, you got very afraid, which
Afraid. Me.
I know.
Simple. Oh, I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, I mean, I don't know you, and I really would like to. I really respect your ability to let things roll off your back, and how confident
Yes,
you
please
are.
keep stroking my ego. Truly,
However, you did let it slip for a second.
I don't know what you're referring to, Sybil. Truly, I don't.
I just mean I might be able to help you. If you're afraid of it, I have questions to try to make that go away.
Help me how? Afraid of what? I don't, what are you getting at, Sybil?
Let's just
I'm
say
not afraid.
someone very close to me also has that condition, and I would like to look for ways to cure it. Any information on it would be invaluable.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh, you said the right words.
Well, all I'm doing is verbatim, word for word, quoting what Veldren said to Sybil.
And
You're
can I
saying the
provide
right
the help?
things to the right person.
Because it's verbatim, can I provide the help action?
No.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Wild. Let me see when something shows up real quick. Do I get this right now? Font of Magic, Glyph of Aegis, Runic Magic. Sorry, I'm trying to check if I have something that all the sorcerers I play have, but they're also much higher level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it yet. Oh, I see. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Yeah.
Listen gave me 17.
Persuasion. Okay.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you and is like, you know someone else suffering from her condition.
Yes.
Well, sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I don't know anything about it. Do you? If there's any information, we're hoping to stop it before it gets worse.
Kind of takes a second to think. That girl is horrendously cursed. Well, how much do you know about this condition? What have you witnessed?
All I've noticed is the changes in their appearance.
Well, lucky for her, she must be in the early stages of it then. When the transformations start, well, there's not much coming back from that.
Transformation into what? Is it dangerous?
Oh, extremely. That girl is not safe to be around. She might seem perfectly like herself now, but give it time. She'll become something else.
Care to give any details on that to help? It may sound selfish, but I'd like to know what I should prepare for my own family.
Like I said, I'm sorry for your loss. I hate to inform you, but she may be walking now, but, well, she's not quite alive. Or at least, well, I suppose she is, but she walks the line between life and death. She is more creature than person now. A banshee.
And as far as you know, there's no way to reverse that, or at least slow it down, or stop it?
Slow it down? can certainly try to remove the curse, but it doesn't exactly... People have tried to do such a thing. There are spells, the remove curse spell, of course, but all that seems to do is slow down the process. Restoration spells, they do a similar thing, but completely cure it. Few have done such, and fewer still know how to do such a thing. To create a spell strong enough to cure someone of such a condition, especially one so far along. No, it's not possible.
Wait, you don't mean like the really big one?
The big what? Greater restoration?
Oh no,
that's
double that circle? Are you talking about that?
I suppose. Well, technically, if you're talking about ninth circle magic, anything's possible with that, truly. But who has access to that? Certainly not me.
No.
Certainly not anyone if the council would have their way in this country.
Well,
Learning such magic is, practically makes you a god.
well, thank you. Truly, thank you for answering my questions. And I'm sorry that I had to pry.
Yes, well, when you see a condition like that can't be cured, it tends to make you a little uncomfortable. So, if you saw a minor slip, perhaps that's what you saw. Nothing more.
Okay.
She just gives you a smile. Yeah.
And I just walk away.
Hey, you walk away. Yep. Is anyone else doing anything in this time before the burial? Kind of any conversations people want to have, anything like that?
I haven't been having conversations, but I've been furiously writing in my journal. I would like. So, DM, I have some of the names of the people that were in charge of this, that played a part.
You do.
Everything. Mm-hmm. I would like to forge documents that they've been studying magic without licenses of a certain enough level to get them locked away for a long time.
For a long time? Okay.
I don't want death penalty. I don't want death penalty, but I would like them to be locked. They've done acts.
Okay, I have to ask you a question then.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, because it's pretty widely well known, but you would know specifically that that first level licenses are the most common. Second level is given out rarely. Third level is to military levels only. And then fifth is like the highest anyone in the higher authorities have.
Yes.
Anything above that and outside of those specific circumstances, are hella illegal.
Yes.
You also know that creating spell scrolls of any level is highly illegal.
Yes, I do.
Doesn't matter if it's first level. If you're scribing that shit down for other people to use, hella illegal.
How long would it get them locked away?
Oh, a long time.
I would like to go for a way to where they would be able to get out within their natural life.
Okay.
I'd like to do it for 10 to 15 years.
Okay. Then roll me. That would be for forgery. You have forgery tools, correct?
Yes, I do. I have forgery proficiency and forgery tools.
Okay, what role is that? Is
Um,
that just straight dex?
so the ability is usually up to the DM. I'll be able to add my proficiency modifier to it. Just whatever you think would make sense ability-wise.
I think that because of the nature of it, I would say it's a deception that you're trying to pull. You're trying to forge these documents. I would say it comes under deception.
Could I argue? That I'm using my own knowledge?
Okay.
Of spell
Arcana?
scrolls.
Is that what you're trying to argue?
I would like to make it an intelligence check. Or try to.
Sure. Yes, sure. Intelligence.
Like using things from my own research in these forgeries.
Absolutely. Absolutely, you
kind
can
of
do that.
slapping their name on it.
100%. Absolutely, you can do that.
Okay. That is going to come out to a 22.
22? Yeah, you make a pretty convincing document.
And I kind of sign their names, and I'd like to burn the edges of kind of where the names are, as if like more names have been burned off.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely, you can do that. You have a forged document.
And I will slip out, and I will put these forged documents in the basement of the house where they're supposed to be meeting.
Okay. Sure.
Not in the tunnel, obviously, because that's been collapsed. But I'll place it there, and then I would like to go for. I would go back to the end and tell Hazel of like, whenever the commander gets here, tell him to search the basement. The basement of the house is supposed to.
I don't think I want to talk to him. He's. I don't usually
hand his
deal
gods,
in that.
Place a note where one of his gods.
Sure, I'll make sure they find it. Sure. Yeah, I could.
Just make sure.
Sure.
And your problems will be handled.
Okay. Sure. I'm not gonna ask questions. That's what I usually do.
You can ask any questions of me you want.
Nope.
Okay.
Don't want to know. Just furiously cleaning the already spotless countertop.
And I will go back to the church.
Okay. Yeah.
Go back to
you
the
go
abbey.
back. And yeah, as the sun is the sky is starting to grow an orange as the evening is starting to set in. The funeral happens. The father leads a wonderful ceremony of speaking of Axel, the few things that he does know. He would have spent some time with Ezra, kind of learning as much as he could about the man that they're burying. He says some words, and kind of finishes with, "We hope that this soul finds its way to the afterlife, guided by the kind hands of our gods of death. May you rest well, Axel." And the sisters kind of start filling the hole, kind of sending some dirt down as the kind of covered body starts to be covered up. Yeah. Ezra is very emotional. But yeah, the ceremony happens. Would Astra and Bishop have attended? Or are they staying in the barn?
Bishop would have sent Astra. It's like, if you want to go, you should go. I'm gonna stay behind. Burials.
Yeah, right. Astral probably stay behind then.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't go.
Okay. Yeah, you two stay. In that case, yeah, the ceremony happens. And no one notices anything out of the ordinary. It's a wonderful ceremony. It's for what it can be based on the knowledge you have of this man you only knew a day. But yeah. And at this point, it is sort of evening time. You are invited to have dinner at the abbey with the father and his twins, if you would like to. You're invited. There is no obligation, but you guys have not eaten. So if you would like to spend some time there, you can.
Aridia heads back to the house.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
she doesn't want it to get too late, knowing something bad
Mhm.
is going to happen.
Yeah. It's
Do you
like
tell
early
Veldren
evening.
and Sybil?
It's not night.
You guys knew.
Okay. I
But
can't
also there's
remember.
the plan
It's 2
sheet
weeks
out
ago.
too, so like
You don't know about that.
Yeah.
Don't know
Sybil
about
does
that.
though.
Sybil knows.
Veldren has a theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would tell you.
So yeah, you're heading back to the house. What's everyone else doing? As evening is starting to set in, it is getting towards sort of night time.
I kind of look to Sybil. One more night?
I feel like we should help the other situation
is
and then leave.
What I was thinking
immediately.
as well. Exactly what I was thinking.
I'm gonna grab my stuff.
Are we inviting the others? Safety in numbers and all. And they seem... I think back to my conversation with Astra. They seem similarly aligned in some ways.
I'm okay with it. I just have concerns about staying discreet. Especially considering we might have one of the most wanted people in Gloria here.
Yes, I'm beginning to think that about all of you. I'm an unknown face. I'm
Insight
not.
check. Insight
Yeah,
check.
insight check.
8, I believe you.
Well, I rolled very low.
Oh.
Am I lying to you? Am I lying to you?
What
I
was
rolled
it you
5.
specifically said?
I said I'm an unknown face.
Do I know your face?
I mean, I guess. I
As far
guess
as
you're
I'm
an
aware,
unknown.
I'm unknown, kind of.
I mean, as well, you think you're like, well, some gods did see me when I tried to help a certain someone from not getting thrown to prison.
Yeah, but that
so
Sybil knows
you're
about that.
kind
Sybil
of-
knows
yeah.
about that.
Outside of that, Sybil, you think back to when people definitely
Listen,
saw Veldren's face
I'm-
trying to help you, but aside from that, seems
I'm
genuine.
completely normal. I am not some
Okay, you know that's a
expert.
bald-faced lie.
That's not true.
I'm not some council expert. A dead man walking. The daughter of a celestial. The archangel. Still coming to terms with that.
I'm sorry, you lived in
It really is.
Cornucopia and you don't know the head of the council's name?
You said other names.
I
Not
said
just
the
the head
name
of
of
council.
I said the name of a dead council member.
What's the confidence in which you spoke?
I introduced myself as Sybil Holloway. I took that name.
Sybil, I'm an idiot.
I've
I am-
had that name.
Okay.
Anyways, I found out information about Lilia's condition as well. And
Oh?
we can talk about that as well on the way.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Ezra's gonna have to come with us for the werewolf stuff too.
Oh, I completely figured.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes. All right. Let's go. I will fill you in on the way everything I found out.
Yeah. As you fill it out, Veldren will go, "You are incredible and amazing. And I hug you. This is... You did not have to do that."
Sure? Is that...
Veldren will just wrap her into a tight hug. You did not have to go for that information. That is so kind.
Well, I mean, that's what we're doing, right? We're gonna go... We're gonna get this figured out.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome. If I missed any questions, Sal's probably stalking us right as we speak.
Most likely. I do have a few questions for her, but this confirms my theory. Thank you.
I have it written down too, as well. I wrote it down afterwards to make sure I didn't forget anything. So here, she just tears the paper with the notes.
Would absolutely take it. Take out like his green journal and place it in there.
Yeah, Veldren, this definitely confirms some very interesting things for you. Some theories you had. This is big. This is big.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Not good, but big.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. You do definitely in something that would have been noted, I'm sure, by Sybil. One of the things that Sal said is that she said it wasn't curable.
Yes. Unless a deific level amount of magic was potentially cast.
Most people say that about many things. People said that about conjuring light at some point. I'm not too worried about the possibility of anything. Anything is possible if you solve it the right way.
I tried to ask her about if a 10th level spell would work, but she ignored that.
10th level magic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a myth, but if it was something we could find, maybe we could help.
A myth? I mean, there's people would... I've known many people that have dreamed of finding such a thing, of creating such a thing. I mean, it is the envy of scientists or magical scientists everywhere.
What if you had to make a spell?
I've thought about it. I studied spell theory for 20 years at this point. I've definitely considered it before, of having to solve the right equation, but magic has been around forever, and there might be something out there. Making my own spell, I wouldn't have the power to cast such a thing. I don't have the spark.
Not the power, but if you have the theory to do it, then maybe someone like Ezra, once Ezra knows how to read these kinds of spells, Ezra can cast very powerful magic.
It's something to think about. But that is far in the future. We have someone to help tonight.
Okay. You show up to the house. I see a finger on those from Bishop. Or you want to do something?
Yeah, it's just real quick. Just
okay.
When does Aridia get back to the farmhouse?
Before the other two, but yeah.
Okay.
Kind of as it's kind of sun is starting to set.
Yeah.
You hear a whistle.
Yep.
The buds are out late tonight. That is weird.
God.
Don't make me break out the nicknames.
I will walk
Like
over
piss
towards
bottles?
Sir. Alright. Come on.
I step inside the barn.
Oh no, I would lead her like around to the back of the barn.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well, this went well the last time you did this. See how this goes.
I know, right? Come on.
So I activate my form of dread, and I.
So I pull out my
Try and take
sword.
him.
Oh my god! Yeah.
No, I actually do.
But
I draw my sword. It's like, come on.
Is it being buried in the dirt for that long scramble your head?
Maybe just a little bit. But no, come on.
No,
It's been a while since we had a tussle.
I do not need a sparring partner anymore, Bishop.
Well, you might not, but I got 150 years of dust to shake off. And I can think of no better partner than you.
How about this? I will kick your ass after we save the boy inside and make sure that he is okay tonight.
You know, you say that, but I can't think of a single time you laid me out.
No, but I have about 150 years of learning on you now at this point.
Oh, you just know how to hit all the
And
buttons.
to be fair,
Nope. She
No.
stops and starts.
No, you say it. I dare you. I dare you say it. No, you get your tiny ass back here. Say
Nope.
it. Say it. I dare you.
Wait.
I dare you. I
No.
double dragon dare you.
No. It is too much. It's too soon.
Hey. No, stop. For reals though.
Mhm.
Switch it over to Elvish.
Okay.
Missed you.
I missed you too, Bishop.
You know her well enough. There's a weird hesitancy to her saying it, though.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, go eat. We got a long night ahead of us.
Just walks away.
as Aridia
you.
turns to walk away, Bishop, in this nice, genuine moment between these siblings,
Mhm.
you feel a tingle on the back of your neck.
Okay, you
Yep.
know what?
And as she's
You remember a promise you made.
Mhm.
Oh,
and
no.
as she's like out of sight. Okay, so after we get this thing, figure out this.
You're so quiet, bestie. You
So
gotta
quiet.
speak into your
my bad, my bad, my
microphone.
bad. Oh god. Once we figure out what's up with this kid, we are at least an eye on that thing.
You can try.
The tingling does not go away. It is a reminder that you had an opportunity.
Yep.
He's getting impatient.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
She's obviously not the people person of the family. Bishop doesn't say that. Bishop doesn't say that.
Okay. So, it is. So you all gather outside of the farmhouse. It is turning to nighttime. What are you guys doing?
Werewolf.
Just hanging around? You loitering?
I probably go and find the siblings.
Okay.
Bishop hides in a pile of hay.
Okay. Bishop goes back into the barn. Aridia, you step into the house, and they seem to just be finishing up dinner, and Abraham kind of turns to you and is like, "Oh, Aridia, sorry, I did not realize you were coming back. We've just finished dinner. We did save a little bit for you. We weren't sure if you were staying, if you'd gone on a spontaneous adventure or something. Did you need food? Are the others with you? Or?
Oh, no, I think the others will be along eventually. But no, I do not think that we need supper. We just, if the offer still stood, we were going to be spending the night. And I'll look at the two siblings.
Oh yes, of course, yes. Of course the offer still stands. Absolutely, your room is still available. You see the two siblings kind of like look at each other, just like, there is definitely like, I mean, you've seen it, you know the look between the two of them. Lisa kind of like looks at you, looks to Frankie. Frankie kind of like looks at you, seems to clock that you know something. Eyes go wide, looks back to Lisa. They seem to exchange some like silent words. And Lisa kind of turns to you and kind of with a weak smile, is like, "Yes, it would be lovely to have you stay with us again. I hope you have a lovely, undisturbed night of rest."
But of course, I think it'll be a quiet night for everyone. Why don't I help you clear the dishes? And I'll like step up and start grabbing and like walk with Lisa to the kitchen.
Okay. So kind of like squeeze Frankie's hand, who kind of like heads off. It's like, "I'll make sure that that your room is ready for you." And he'll just like head off upstairs and just follows you in here. Follows you into the kitchen. Just like, "What are you doing? I told you I could handle this."
You and I both know that you need help. Me and
I've
my
handled it all
friend,
this time.
but you seemed more worried about it this time around.
I'm more worried about it. I'm more worried about it because someone is kind of like takes a second. She like balls her fist. It's like, I've looked after my brother ever since this happened. I've looked after him since he was a little boy. You think this is the first time this happened? Think it'll be the last? No. We've dealt with this our entire lives. And I don't need someone else coming in and messing with what we have.
There are people who are more dangerous than me and my friends who have caught wind of the monster here in town. Let
and I
us
think
make
it's a
sure that
myth.
not everyone. There are a few people in particular that I would like to make sure do not find out that it is your brother.
And that's why I'm trying to keep it a secret.
Okay, well, my friends and I know. And so let us help you
So you
keep it
told them? This is what I was trying to avoid.
You cannot do this alone, and you know that I am right.
I can do this alone. I have done this alone for years.
Yes, but there are people who have traveled to this town specifically looking for a monster. They are going to be looking tonight when the moon is full. Let us help you keep it a secret or cause a distraction or something else, so that they do not find out it is your brother, and they leave, and don't come back because they have no reason to.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion, I can do math. 21.
21. You can watch and keep an eye, but do not interfere.
We won't.
I can handle him.
I believe you. We'll just make sure no one else happens upon him.
kind of just nods. Fine. She's not gonna leave it alone anyway.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In that case, yeah, you wait. Night settles in. It seems most of the town sort of goes to sleep. I'm assuming the rest of you are kind of posting up outside, kind of just hanging around.
I go and I tell everyone else about the conversation and
Okay.
just that
Yeah.
keeping people not around the barn
Okay.
might be good.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are trying to do that, you kind of just trying to keep a perimeter. Why don't you have everyone make me perception checks, please? Those of you that are on lookout.
15.
I'm supposedly good at perception. Let's see.
Mhm.
Getting my
Where's my stars?
Bishop's on the top of the barn like earlier.
Mhm.
I thought you were in the hay.
Well, if
Hey.
she's telling us shit, then I would have moved. Natural 20, 24.
Damn.
I rolled a 19 for 25.
Yo.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone
Natural
else?
20.
18.
18?
Mhm.
You're muted. There we go.
13.
13. Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to keep an eye out. No one seems to come this way. Yeah, everything seems fine. Aridia, are you staying outside or are you going to your room for the night? I know you're planning to stay awake, but are you staying posted up outside with everyone else or are you staying inside?
Because the siblings went up to their bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing the thing
Just
where
like it's a normal night.
I
like
have the door
nothing's
cracked and
gonna
I'm
happen.
just sitting and watching to see and
Okay.
listening. So I'm awake the whole night, but
Okay.
waiting. If they go someplace, I'm following.
Yeah. Several hours go by. It gets to around midnight. Astra, you knowing the stars and the sky and such, you do notice the moon is very full tonight. It is at its fullest form. The stars are glistening. It is a clear night. There are no clouds anywhere. Aridia, you kind of taking your time. You would be able to trance in this time. Probably, you would probably be able to get a trance off. At least a short rest, at least. But you do. After a little while, you do start to hear scuffling. You hear the sound of, kind of. It sounds at first like almost like someone is feeling ill, perhaps. It's not a nice sound, but you do hear kind of the sound of Lisa kind of just being like, it's okay, you're gonna be fine, everything's gonna be okay. Just gonna go out there and just gonna be fine, just like last time, just like next time, okay? And there isn't really a response back, more just like almost like not quite in pain, but almost like delirious kind of like sounds, just incoherent. And then you do hear the sound of the door opening down the hall, and you kind of hear the two of them stumble kind of past your room. Kind of a light candle kind of goes past your room, heading downstairs.
I wait a couple beats and then I quietly follow.
Okay. You follow down the stairs, out the front door. I'm assuming everyone's kind of not just hanging around. I'm assuming people have kind of taken kind of positions, kind of just like watching. Yeah. They make their way out to the barn. At this point, you see Frankie is kind of almost like, just kind of like shaking his head, kind of like moaning in like pain. Kind of like keeps like bringing up a hand to like his face, almost like clawing at his own face. Just like seemingly in some sort of pain. He kind of like doubles over. Lisa has to like grab onto him. And gets taken inside the barn itself. Does anyone follow? Or are people staying outside?
I think I'm mostly staying outside. Just keeping a watch, make sure no one gets close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're all kind of waiting outside,
I might.
waiting for something. Yes?
No, because they closed the barn door behind them. No, I was gonna say I'd slip in just inside the door, but no.
You can if you want. You
No!
can. What would Aridia do? She stay outside with everyone else, or would she try and slip in? You can try and stealth your way inside.
I trust the sister to handle it.
Okay.
But I'm close enough to the door. If it sounds like really bad, I'll dash in.
Yeah, you're kind of like waiting outside. Okay. Yeah. You are outside. You hear the kind of sounds. You do start to hear almost like animalistic sounds of what sounds like some sort of wild animal, almost like it's strange. You've heard the howls of wolves before, but it's not quite like it's almost like the kind of moans of pain coming from Frankie start to turn into sort of half howls. It's just like you just hear Lisa's voice just like, "It's okay, you're fine, we're almost there, just keep going. You're okay. You can do this, you're alright." And then a few kind of seconds go by, and then you hear from inside, "No, no, 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 where are they? What? No, 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 no." Something seems to be happening. You hear the sounds. She sounds panicked. You hear the sound of some sort of transformation taking place.
I go in.
It's like, no, 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 I just need a little longer. They've got to be here somewhere. No.
I'll go in if she's panicking.
You go in?
Yeah!
Aridia.
Because she's panicking!
You make your way down to, you know where they are because you can follow the sounds. But also you've seen where the manacles are, so you know where they're going. You go down to the third stall. You open the door. You see Lisa scrambling around in the hay trying to find the manacles that aren't there. You can make me a perception check if you'd like.
I will
see if
do
you can find them.
that. Perception. Jesus. They're not there because of my backpack. I have a pair. Perception. 16.
16.
Mhm.
You had them pointed out to you by Bishop earlier today. You look, and where they should be, you don't see anything. You follow to the wall where it should be bolted in, but the bolt is gone. The manacles are nowhere to be found. Frankie, you see what was once a man is now turning into a large beast-like creature, face extending, teeth growing into long fangs. The eyes change to become more feline. His ears grow hair and extend, turning into a full humanoid wolf-like creature, completing the transformation unchained.
Cool. I don't have time to get the manacles out of my backpack.
looks around, looking at himself, looks towards you, and you would all hear a bone-chilling howl. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session. Oh boy.
I should
We
have
are
got
probably
it.
going to need one more session here as some more things have unfolded. But yeah. All right, everybody. Yep.
Oh my
boy.
gosh. You guys will be
But
fine.
yeah, thank
Of our
you.
own actions.
Yep. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you being here. Thank you to everyone who came in. Thank you to the raiders as well. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Thank you to the new followers and everything as well. You guys are great. Thank you for enjoying our wonderful show. This will be the last episode of 2024. We will be returning in 2025 in a date that we will let you know on the socials, because we are making sure we plan around stuff because holidays and everything. So we will figure it out, but we will let you know for sure on socials very, very soon when we will be returning. Also, coming in January, hopefully we will have the return of New Rollis on our off Wednesday, so you will be seeing more of our wonderful faces here on this channel every Wednesday, as we will have Tales of Agius on one week, and then we'll have New Rollis on the other. We, again, pay attention to socials for information on that and when that will be happening. Yeah, that's all the notes that we have. I will now pass it off to my wonderful players so they can let you know where they can be found, starting with the wonderful Jay.
Who's that? Not me. Hi,
nerd.
I'm Jay. You can find me most of my socials at Sequo, Sequo. I've been trying to use Blue Sky a lot more, so go follow me over there, especially if you'd like to see some new ttrpgs. I need to get back on doing that. Just recommendations for just in case certain people take over Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh boy.
You can find me here every other week, soon to be every week. And I don't think I have any other streamed games going on. Keep an eye out for this next New Year. I'm hoping to run a lot more games this coming up New Year and everything. Maybe a sequel or two of a certain wonderful little show. And then also make sure to come to this channel this Friday. You won't see me. But you're going to see a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful cast of people playing Perils and Princesses for a charity one-shot hosted by New Rollis' very own Attack on Morgan. It's going to be awesome. I am hopefully going to be able to watch it, but if I don't, I will be watching the VOD. But yeah, come watch my friends do cool things. Otherwise, I'll cry, and you don't want me to see me cry. It's very sad.
No.
But that's me.
All right, and then passing it on to the wonderful Abigail. You're muted.
I know. Okay. Hi, I'm Abigail the Nerd. You can find me on all the socials under Abigail the Nerd, including Blue Sky. And on Wednesdays, I'm here either playing Sybil or Lunara over on New Rollis. And that's it. That's all I've got, aside from the charity one-shot, which that's happening.
So excited. All right, wonderful. Passing it on then to Hans.
It's me. I am Hans. You can find me across all social media at HansKate. Alternating Wednesdays, you can find me here for Tales of Agius. Alternate Wednesdays, I'm over on New Age Geeks for Queer and Present Danger. And then post-holidays, our Candela Obscura stream will come back. We'll come find our Circle of Wires and Whispers for more shenanigans. Is it?
Incredible. Passing it down to the wonderful Jet. Yeah, Bestie, it's you.
Oh, what up? I'm Jet, also known as Kenku across all socials. So that's TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky. I am on that place too. Yeah, and you can find me exclusively here every other Wednesday.
Heck yeah. And then last but certainly not least, bring it to the wonderful Tom.
Hello, everybody. I'm that one Warlock. I make the saddest characters you've ever seen on the internet, and also occasionally steal every single heart in this room. You can find me on every single social media at that one Warlock, and attached on all those social medias, there's a link tree where you can find all other APs I'm in. But for here, I'm here every Wednesday, either playing everyone's favorite undead twink Bishop, or as everyone's favorite werewolf Dilf Connor.
Heck yeah. All right, and then I should probably plug myself too. Ain't that crazy? Wow. Hey everybody, I'm P. I've been your dungeon master tonight. You can find me at Bendis D&D on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Blue Sky, all the things. Please go check out Error 313 on all podcasting platforms. It is our fun series that we have on there, our audio drama. All 8 episodes are now out. Thank you for all the amazing people that have listened and given us our rating on Spotify. We really appreciate it. Yeah, the reception to that has been absolutely crazy. We really appreciate it. There may be some more fun stuff coming. Please pay attention in January for a fun announcement coming to do with that. So get excited. Some fun Error 313 things maybe. But yeah, please go check that out. You can find me here every other Wednesday doing Tales of Agius, GMing, and then in January, as I said, you will see me returning as Ajax in Neuralis. I'm so excited to be back. We're all so excited to be back. It's gonna be great. We're so excited. It's gonna be so much
That's
fun.
my boyfriend.
Yeah. You can also find me on Thursdays, so tomorrow. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Madaloon for Dungeons and Demigods. That campaign is in its second and final phase, pretty much. Some fun and exciting stuff is coming up with that. I have no idea what's happening, but let's just say that I've been playing a different character in part 2 because my character went missing. Let's just say at the very end of last week's session, I had to make a roll as my old character. So I don't know what's happening with that. Come watch the stream to find out tomorrow, I guess. But yeah, that's me. Thank you very much for watching. We love you all very much. Happy holidays. Look after yourselves, and we will see you next year. Goodbye, everyone.